Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Let me tell you something real quick here, real quick, Pete. I'm telling you, I watched that little promo with that little boy, and I said his daddy, his Paul daddy turned it over his grave. That kid don't know how to do a stinking promo to save his life. I'll tell you this. If you're going to come out a promo, you're going to mention hard times. You just can't do the list. You can't come up with just the list. You actually have to go in hard on them hard times, or the people won't believe it. People won't believe it at all. When Paul Heyman get a bigger pop than you, talking about your pops, that ain't a good pop. That's hard times. That's almost like if you copy something and you don't know it's a copy, but you say it's a copy, then you complain that somebody copied a copy of a copy of a copy. That's some hard times.
It was still a good promo.
It was I have to stop hanging out with you guys because you guys are sending me these terrible promos. I'm watching that freaking. Oh my god, that was such a bad promo, bro.
You're just, you know what you sound like when you talk about that promo?
Huh.
You sound like "Get Off My Lawn" guy.
No.
That's exactly what you sound like.
No. That's not true.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what every "Get Off My Lawn" guy said when you call him "Get Off My Lawn" guy? No. Every single one.
Fine. I'm sorry. I have a basic standard on how things are supposed to be done.
Yeah, this is how it was done back in the '80s, so everything should be exactly like
that MFJ kid or whatever his name does a great promo.
I don't even know his name.
No,
the kid with the
I think it was.
No, this is why. Can I explain to you why he should have? He should have come out like he was actually angry and said, like, the whole industry, Paul, you were around, you were there. My dad wasn't working for you when everybody dropped him, and go mad at it. And they left me down and we couldn't pay our bill, which is all bullshit anyways. I mean, it was a whole bunch of bullshit, but like,
but then we want the story he was telling then.
But actually act like angry instead of acting like, hey, we came across real hard. I was like, holy fuck, dude. This is so slow. Oh, it's past 30 seconds. So slow. Okay, we could talk wrestling at the end of this.
We could talk a little bit.
We just had a great meeting with some of our members behind the scenes. It was pretty fun talking to everybody, seeing everybody.
Yeah, that's why we were a little late. We were too busy having.
Sorry, we're a little late, but
Marco pulling out his short boxes to start showing.
Well, okay, so as they heard back there, I'm not a big fan of doing. I just am not. I'm not a huge fan of doing like showing off comics. Like it just. So then they're like, "Come on, just." They thought it was fun, so I started just pulling up.
I think it was even more fun is when you disappeared under your desk.
Because I keep. Okay, no, this is the problem. So like, I keep doing that. I got to stop doing that. Throw the money thing because there was just like $100 bills floated everywhere, and I've been thinking like
money under the desk.
The kids keep coming in here, so like one day my wife just told me like they're buying ice cream at school and we didn't give them any money, so they must be coming in. They're coming into one of the places where there's cash and they're taking it. So that's a problem.
We're finding it if you're just throwing it around.
Right. But they're not supposed to be in this room anyway, so it doesn't matter. And they're not supposed to be in the other room that's got the money or the other room. So
they just real quick, Sal D was gifted a membership by AOA, and Brucifer was gifted a membership.
Hey, Brucifer, that's good stuff. Real quickly, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Jeffrey Drake, thanks for the sub. Hello, everyone. Ed, hello, fellow nerds. Hello, Ed. Good evening, Ed. Good evening. John, what's going on? What's this show about? So, we should probably explain that. That's a good idea. We actually got a couple things. So it was going to be a full X-Men show, and we were going to rank like pretty much characters that we believe that Marvel dropped the ball on. Like we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Mr. Sinister's one that they dropped the ball on. Like it was a great character. They had some great lines for it, and now they've made him like who the fuck knows? Mr. She Sinister, everybody's got a red Sinister diamond. We'll talk about that more. So we'll tier list some of that. And then I was going to do a C list on that, but then instead I said, fuck it, I'm going to do some fansies. Because we're going to explain fansies, because Pete keeps asking me about fansies, and I call them fansies, and that's what I'm going to call them. So then we're going to talk about that for a little bit. We got some news as usual. What else do we got, Pete?
What else do we have? Oh, I do have a new little thing. I just had enough, so I got.
He has a new little thing. Segment. Somebody get him on that. Clip that. He has a new little thing. All right, Marv, thanks for the sub. Hey.
This growth. I don't know exactly.
Oh, Joe told them that we're on the way. Joe, is very good meeting you in non-real person. Yeah. Joe was one of the members that came and joined us ahead of time. To be honest, I was probably an hour early because I figured why work alone and just do some of my work before everybody jumped in there. So if you want to hang out before, we'll do another one too. For all the members, we'll do another one too.
Do that again. That was fun.
And what do we have here for Joe? Let's see what we got. Patrick Swayze. Is
that Roadhouse Swayze?
No, that's not Roadhouse Swayze. That is Surfboard. Johnny Mnemonic.
What do you mean Johnny Mnemonic?
Fucking
Johnny Mnemonic.
Not him, dude. John Wick.
You talking about John Wick?
Weren't they in the movie together where they were the dead presidents?
Oh, Point Break?
How are you not getting the reference? Pete, I gave you 8 references.
Because you were saying you were talking about Keanu movies, not telling me that's what you were doing. I thought you were trying to do Patrick Swayze movies. I'm like,
no, I said Patrick Swayze in the movie with the guy from Johnny Mnemonic. I forgot when he was Falco. What was he? What was he? Falco? What was that?
Point Break.
Point Break. We ever like to apologize for? No, jeez.
You ever fried your gun up in the air and going, No.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Sarth, very interesting. We are doing well. I've added it. I got a little something for Sarth too.
This is weird.
What?
Oh, the share screen, it looks different.
Okay. The champs are here. Sticks, good to see you. Woot. When we're the member chat, we just had so much fun. Hey, nice. All right. Okay. AOA, I've just screwed up the whole chat thing. I can't even follow anybody. Thanks again for everything he does. Bruce, what the bleep is this? A bad 90s WWE promo? Yeah, it kind of it's kind of a take on what happened last night. These guys kept harassing me about a terrible which it wrote. Why the fuck? I'll be honest with you. I don't even know. It's like I just do a week for a day. I just keep going, and then the next week pops up. Keep going. That's all I do. Yo, Patrick, what's good? Dinner and AOA.
Where the hell you? Oh, you're all the way up there.
AEW. No, I don't know where I'm at. I'm all types over the place. Fuck is the 90s promo? Oh, that was just when that happened. I'm way behind today.
Yeah, I'm saying you're all over the place.
Hey, Comic Chef. What's up, fellas? Pound. He is. Why is there a 12-year-old Marco? Yeah. So speaking of not knowing what day it is, last night I decided to shave real late because I take a anti-inhibitor and I get alopecia from it every once in a while. So you have to shave for your hair to come back in. So I did. And I was like, shit, it's Tuesday, not fucking Monday. So I'm going to look like this for another 12 hours. Salute to the chat.
Hey, comic book drip dog. Oh, man, he got a deal on that goddamn Snake Eyes book that I need.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Is that a deep fake me? No. Hey, Ryan, what's good? Good to see you backstage. Oh, my gosh. Steve Horn, the man, the myth, the legend. Here's a little thing. Ring the bell. Wait, who has a little thing? All right. Ring. You guys can't. Guys, we cannot keep asking for ringing the bell. I won't ring the bell. We do have to get through all this. If I see somebody new, I'll hit it real quickly. Marvel does hate Gambit. That we should have taken polls to see.
Yeah. Well,
we kind of did something. We did. We kind of added that in there, so that should be good. Cherokee Metal, Shane Falco, football movie. Thank you. What was the movie that Shane Falco? Replacements. There you go. Eric Hood, good talk. Eric, weren't we supposed to finish? Me and Eric over the last 4 days have had
Johnny Utah
3 half conversations. Yeah. Ren, you'll get one, bro.
I'm hopeful. I'm gonna find it.
That's what I'm saying, John. They could do better with him. That's kind of what their whole show is.
No, but they don't do Gambit. But what's to love about Gambit?
Oh,
bro. Players gotta play. Players gotta play, bro.
He's just some guy with an accent who throws cards.
Yeah, he throws cards because when I was a kid, I could throw cards, so I could pretend that they were kinetically charged and it would explode.
Dude, no, yeah. Come on. First off, he was in the guild of thief assassins, so straight up gangster in the first part. 2, he got all the ladies, bro. So yeah, cool number 2, sweet trench coat. Haircut was always on point, just flowing locks.
Yeah, his hair looked like the guy from the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, I got it going.
No, that's absolutely not how you have it going, Pete.
Gambit. I just put it to one side.
The swoopy hair.
Flop it. And then...
Yeah, they should have made him. The cool Summers. He should have been the cool Summers brother because the other 2 are kind of turds.
No.
Wait, why are we getting this? Dude, guys, we're gonna get into this later. Let's get to the news first.
Why are we? You started it. We're just
The
coming
chat
along with
started
it.
it. I'm talking to the chat. The chat started it.
Yeah. I followed up with the chat.
Yeah. John, absolutely not, sir. Good day. Good day. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't highlight John's comment because he has no opinion on what comment should be. Wait, John, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Can we put Sarah Chang's comment up, please? Comment.
No.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
He is the calming presence.
Damn it, with a snake.
Somebody's got to bring us back down to earth sometimes.
All right, let's get going. Let's get out of here. Let's get into news. Chat already killing it early on.
We actually have to do the show.
Sorry, we're late.
I'm like completely thrown off today.
Oh no, I'll tell you. All of you got membership. We'll try. Maybe we'll do it in like two. Oh fuck, no, we can't because we just talked about my schedule that week. Well, maybe in 2 weeks we'll do it one more time and have as many of you come back there. Ask AOA. You don't have to show your face. Like we don't record anything. It's just us hanging out and talking. We get to tell you some of the behind the scenes stories. People ask me to do things, and I pretty much just knock the shit out of my stuff and fool around a bit. So
I'm working on some stories too. There's some I'm going to be able to tell live on the show here, and there's some that should definitely be members only.
Yeah, I think
so. I've got a few that I've actually been writing a bunch of stuff down. So I'm gonna. I got a couple members only stories that I'll be able to tell.
We started off talking about. Somebody asked a question early on, and we started giving out the dirt real quick on it, like real quick.
What's this weed business?
Oh, okay. I gave the dirt out real quick. Fuck it. Okay. All right. Make sure you watch Pete's new toy show thing because he already bought himself his own shirt for it.
I did, and I went with a purple one.
That's nifty. I like it. Looks good.
Well,
all right,
I need purple to go with my new.
Can we please get into news at some point today?
But I don't know. Kind of having fun. You realize by us doing the members hangout early,
those are called investments.
Oh yeah, you can't start drinking.
Yeah, those are investments.
All right, we'll do the we'll run the thing.
All right.
I'm not sure the thing. There it is. I couldn't get this to show in time because I had to open everything. But we do have the weekly update. I would say that it's a shorter bit of news. The segments are shorter, but I got a lot more of them this week because there's a lot of different stuff going on. We're going to start off with the top story, which, all right, this really isn't a top story. This just made me laugh and made me smile, so I decided to put in this top story, and that was the SNL skit that had The Last of Us Mario Kart takeoff, and it was great.
It was so good.
Dude, honestly, I'm not usually for like the stupid Winnie the Pooh stuff and all that. I'm like, This, on the other hand, I was like, oh hell yes, please do this. You know somebody's doing this, right? They're gonna do it like they do the Star Wars stuff, where they make all those like films that aren't like real films.
Oh, they should. What happens if you drive off the track?
So funny.
The little man in a
cloud picks you up. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Luigi comes out, dude. Luigi was dumb. Oh my god. Oh,
so funny. So Pedro Pascal was a guest on SNL last Saturday. Yeah, he's on every show basically.
If it's not bourbon, it's beer.
He was on SNL. He was the guest, and this was by far the best skit. I watched.
It was great.
The whole show, and this was by far the absolute best skit on there.
Yoshi was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god!
When the show is over, go and check that clip out later.
Yes. You guys just put this up, and like 8 people left to go watch it. So maybe preface that next time before you do it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, okay.
That's all right. Well, they're gonna miss that. What Dub told me about. Yeah, the Switch today is getting all these Game Boy games.
Yeah, they're already there. Nintendo had a direct today. They announced a whole bunch of stuff. For me, this was the highlight of it. They
how much does this cost to get these games?
Part of the Nintendo Switch Online. So if you already have it online, Nintendo Switch Online, then this is part of it. And then they have 2 levels of that, and then with the expansion pack, you get the Game Boy Advance as well. And they've released, I want to say, 5 or 6 games for each, and they will keep adding to that library like they do with the NES, the Super NES, and the N64. So it's awesome.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sure. So this this group believes in Santa Claus, unlike some of the heathens on the Star Wars show that we do on Sundays. But so Santa Claus got the kids one of these Nintendo Switches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is the online thing, is that a service like Xbox Live, or is it?
Right, it is.
Yeah.
So the lower level costs like $60 for the year. The higher level costs like $110 for the year. Or you can play monthly if you want, but like you get so much for that.
There's just a lot of
online.
games and stuff.
You get all the old games that you can play, and you can play versus people online.
Yeah, that's. I mean, my kids are young. That's why I don't want. I didn't.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't. My son's had his Switch for like a year or two now. I didn't get him the online. I got the online for my profile because he just started to kind of play Fortnite a little bit. Because
that's why she can't go.
So he will want to start playing. He was playing online, and I'm like, buddy, it's all right.
You can go Horizon Crossing.
Right, you can visit other people's islands. They can come visit your island, but you have to play online and have friends.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because her cousin my brother was over, and they're like, I'm like, what the? I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
We can talk about that later, Marco. I'll help you with it.
No, it's all right. I don't. These spoiled ass kids don't need anything else.
All right, then we'll get to the box office. Finally, it has happened. It's been 2 months, but finally, there's another movie that's not Avatar that is now number 1.
Oh, thank God!
And it's Knock at the Cabin.
I don't know what that is, but
very much.
That does not look good at all.
No.
Like I'm torn between. I don't know if I care enough to watch this when it comes onto a streaming service to spoil it or not, because I know there's a twist, and I know I can probably just go look it up and just see what it is because I'm curious. But I'm not going to pay a theater price for this, or the popcorn and all that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna. This is not a movie trip.
Sneak in? What do you mean pay? Sneak that stuff in, bro.
No,
I thought you were a sneaker.
We want to get a popcorn in my microwave and hope it holds. It's not.
Just ask the lady next to you that's probably got some in her purse.
Now,
get that in there.
No, I like my popcorn. Well, I used to like soda, but I don't drink soda anymore, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Drink pop.
I'm gonna have to sneak some beers in. That said, Knock at the Cabin was barely number 1, over 80 for Brady, which I have less than no interest in seeing that.
That just sounds fucking atrocious.
I
heard an interview with one of the actors in it, and she was saying, I think it's she was saying she was like trying to promote it.
So it's Sally Field?
Like, no. It's
it's like Tom Brady and a bunch of cougars, right? That's what.
Yeah, but I think one of them wasn't always a cougar, if you know what I mean. Like one was more like us, and now's a cougar, or you know what I mean.
Jane Fonda, Sally Field, Lily Tomlin, Rita Moreno.
I think one was. To me. No, yeah. So whoever it was is somebody that
character,
it might have been a sub character. Then it was and it sounded horrible, like how they were promoting it. I was like, oh wow, this sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah. To each their own. Some people might want to go see it, but not me.
Who?
Well, $12.7 million worth of people. More people than went to the Avatar last week.
That's probably.
Chung said he was going to go. Chung said he was going to go see it in our football chat. You know what I'm talking about.
Rita, what's an EGOT member? Okay, either way, it does sound like a Corbin movie.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
It also sounds like something that like a bunch of Bostonians would go to because they have nothing better to do with their life than watch 80-year-old women fawn over fucking Tom Brady.
Then remember the old Brady days.
No. Oh, come on.
All right, God. Well, we'll move on from that. And only reason why I put this in the news is because the bit that I thought was interesting out of Secret War being bigger than they
Holy shit, Zaggy went and watched it. Zaggy, what the hell, Zaggy? Zaggy!
True, but they might be splitting Secret Wars into 2, like Infinity War and Endgame. So
that's exactly what they're going to do. 100%. Why wouldn't they do it?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping that because Kang was coming the year before that was the split. That was like the twofer. But now you're talking about you're going to have 3 movies. I don't know. Could be much. But moving on. Captain America New World Order So the details that I pulled out of this were that, Bucky's probably not going to be in it a lot, but he's going to be over in Thunderbolt, so it makes sense. You let Sam have his own movie. You don't need Bucky hanging around, making it weird. But they may be introducing Layla Taylor, who is from the comics from way back in the day, as his love interest, is what I kind of pulled out of it. So we'll see.
Well, we should be getting Falcon in this one too, right? The new Falcon?
Yeah, there's a new Falcon. Yeah,
Yeah.
Joaquin Torres will be in there.
Yeah, versus Bucky. That would make sense.
Yeah. So we'll see. And that's what I got for the Marvel stuff.
Captain America's love stories always suck, dude.
Yeah, well, it just has to be. Again, when they say love interest, it's just doesn't mean you are going to see a love story.
They always do a love story.
Yeah, I mean, Sharon Carter was technically the love interest for Cap, but they didn't really actually do anything with that. So, and then she became the power broker. So, anyway,
Billy Porter. Billy Porter was the person I was.
Oh, yes. All right.
And I'm not quite. I don't understand how that person identifies himself as a. I don't know.
Yeah, but I get it. Well, I don't. Yeah, I still don't want to see that movie.
No, me neither.
So, James Gunn addresses the age difference between Superman and Batman because anybody listening would have had that question. It's like, wait a second. So Batman's going to have a kid, but you're going to tell a young Superman story, but it's not his origin. So how do those two things go together? And Gunn just kind of said, well, yeah. So Superman's going to be a cub reporter, and yeah, Batman might be a couple of years older. So yeah, maybe. So it's not. It's still indeterminate. I don't know.
That means he doesn't know what he's doing.
I kind of take that too.
Yeah.
We don't know.
No. I don't think that's what it means. I think it means he doesn't give a shit.
Okay, well that could be that.
Well,
and honestly, why should he though? Who cares?
Yeah.
Really, dude? Seriously, there's fucking 18 crises in this fucking thing. It's been rebooted 8,000 fucking times. I just read a book this week, which I enjoyed, but really was another fucking multiverse fucking situation. So who gives a shit?
I think why you would
reboots and multiverses are fucking DC.
I think so many people have viewed these two as almost like peers, I guess you would say. So if you make one significantly older than the other, that changes the dynamic between the two of them. It just does. Yeah,
AOA doesn't see a problem with it either. I mean, I don't get. Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't know. Yeah, you really think? You really think besides DC fucking slapsticks, you think anybody? You have to go after the common fan or like the common person moviegoer, right? This little detail about people asking this stupid ass question is not for common persons. Make the story good. It would
be for me.
You're not common. You have
no. What I'm trying to say is you're going to ask yourself, like, because the common person knows Batman, they know Superman, they've seen both movies, right?
I'm talking about common
characters multiple times, so they're probably going to ask, why are we getting a young Superman but getting an old Batman?
No, they'll probably go, oh shit, I didn't know Superman was
like that.
The Batman. Yeah, they're probably going to say that they didn't know. They don't know, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say. It's going to cause confusion and questions.
Pete, I am really disappointed. Now, this is the second week in a row we're having a lot of DC hate here, and you're poo-pooing it. I know that you stop inviting.
Hate. I'm saying
I know that you stopped inviting Corbin around so that you can just crap all day on DC and not feel. I think he's probably in the other room going, "Where is everybody?" Because you sent two links, so he probably got confused. I know, but he probably got confused.
So maybe he's over there.
Yeah, I bet he's over there.
In the hangout.
He's in the hangout room. Yeah. So the point being is like, I just pump the brakes a little bit. Let's see what they do.
I know what you're saying. All I'm saying is they're throwing away the opportunity. What they could have done is if they just would have given us an older Superman, we could have had Super Sons, which I think would have also been cool. But you can't do that now. If you have, young Superman, he's not going to have a kid the same age as Batman's kid since we're getting Batman's kids. So we're never going to get Super Sons now. Thanks.
How do you? No, that's not what. That's not. How do you know how young he knocked up? They can make him knock up Lois Lane really young.
And then
two lovebirds. He has to go on food stamps because they can't afford the bills because nobody pays reporters anymore. You know what I mean? Nice tax break there.
All right, so he's a cub reporter. Say he's in his mid-20s. So he's going to have a kid that's
also people in their 20s can't have kids, bro. Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
Are you saying people in the 20s can't have kids?
No. What I'm saying is people in their 20s, if he has a 10-year-old in his 20s, they're going to have to explain that then, aren't they?
He's an alien.
He had a kid when he was 15.
Yeah, so what?
And it hasn't happened. My cousin had a kid when he was 15.
Hey, Smallville could be West Virginia. You don't know that. You don't know.
But he didn't meet Lois until he started working at the planet. So
maybe. Hey, this is Jerry Springer. We're not trying to do any blood tests here, bro.
I mean, the easiest fix for this is the Superman story that they're telling, which is him as a cub reporter, isn't current time. It's in the past. That's the easiest thing they can do. We're giving you a Superman story when he was younger. But it was, 10 years ago. It's an early.
By the way, hold on. The Superman story and Brave and the Bold doesn't exactly have to overlap. You can add Brave and the Bold time. The Brave and the Bold timeline jumps. So that's probably easy.
We're left to wonder.
No, we're not. You're the only one wondering.
I'm not the one who wrote this article. So I'm not the only one.
Somebody had to write an article to get click. I get that. But so you and this person.
Mm-hmm. Me and comicbookmovie.com. We wonder. All right. Even though we reported on this last week. Yeah. We're not getting Constantine 2.
They're already screwing this up. DC's already.
We get one or the other. Or we're getting one. We're not getting it. We're getting it. We're not getting. He keeps calling them. He's going to get one eventually.
He's getting one. Because the next time something fails, he's getting it, dude.
Yeah. Well, for now, no. That they're saying no. So no.
Maybe they just don't want him. I bet you, because you can't let him do.
You can't let him do. Go back home. We don't want.
Yeah, but you can't do like crazy bisexual Constantine with Keanu, right? Like he's not going to have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, right?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Keanu?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've got zero problem with it, but I would assume that that's what they're. You bring in Keanu for either the killing of John Wick or the girl swooming him, right?
Well, he wants to do it.
I don't know if Keanu Reeves wants. No.
Don't pigeonhole Keanu into only doing one thing, because wasn't he like the boyfriend in like one of those weird romantic comedy type movies for like the old boyfriend? Like was it?
And it didn't work out. All the other ones, it's like when he's in that football movie, he's trying to hit on the chick, the divorcee. When he's in Point Break, he's supposed to be the sexy surfer cop guy. You know what I mean? John Wick, he kind of like, hey, winky, winky. The other assassin females are trying to pick him up in the bar. Winky, 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 winky. You know what I mean? Matrix, he's taking the blue pill instead of the red pill. You know what I'm saying here? See what I'm saying?
No, but we're moving on.
Okay.
Well, we're still.
By the way, Constantine's still happening. There you go.
Yeah, so not much of an update, but I just wanted to put this in here to kind of change gears. We get away
from. Honestly, they should just do cutscenes or something. I don't want to see this, and I love God of War.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know what it'll be. But you know what I do want to see?
What?
You're gonna make fun of me because of who the star is.
Oh, good Lord, stars!
But yeah, we've got a Cavill update. But I do want to see.
You just love. Like, could you tell your wife at this point? Like,
I'm just saying.
You're moving out to go live with.
I like Guy Ritchie movies too, and he did Man from U.N.C.L.E. with Guy Ritchie, so they have a connection. But I like Guy Ritchie movies. Rock and Rolla, underrated. The Gentleman.
Yeah. I love Rock and Rolla.
So
I'm a real bleeping Rock and Rolla. Yeah,
like era type thing where they're kind of like a secret hit squad. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. But they cast a whole bunch of guys. I didn't list all the guys in there, but here they are. It just seems like a cool thing.
While you're fanboying, Marv is out there just dropping gems in the chat. So we got to go. I'm glad you enjoyed my history of.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this. This, however, I don't really care about. I don't need an Exorcist sequel trilogy.
What?
I don't even remember who this girl was in Black Panther. And when I was reading it, they just said she had a small part. They wouldn't even say who she was. So I don't know who she was in Black Panther, but that's their big selling point for this actress.
So they had a fucking stand in.
And
who cares?
I don't know. We're gonna get another Exorcist. So cool.
Who cares?
I don't know. Well, I put it in there. Some people might.
Anybody care? Yeah, Pete's love for Cavill is epic. I would agree.
I do. All right, we're going to go now. That's enough movies. We'll go over the streaming and the TV stuff.
Ooh.
And we're going to hit up a dub show. I was telling him early on, I haven't watched this week's episode yet. I'm going to try to watch it tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, another great episode.
But last week's episode apparently was getting review bombed.
Why?
30,001 stars just thrown out there because, people just apparently just can't take it.
Well, I tuned into the show, the great show Andy and our man Dub does. And I like the first 2 comments was by some lunatic. And they were just so far out of point and no clue. And I feel like maybe like that person kind of like gets off the realm and didn't even realize that I don't even think they'll know the lore of it. Like that the dude was gay anyways. And I think that's kind of where it got off, right? Like,
yeah,
people were just saying dumb echo chamber rhetoric. And it's like, oh, wow, you sound so fucking stupid. So like
all I know, this episode was phenomenal.
So we talked about the reviews Andy had pulled up and IMDb, and this specific episode had like 4 times as many more reviews in general than any of their episodes. So like it was definitely getting review bombed positively and negatively, to be honest.
Both ways.
So it went both ways.
By the way, mind you, this was great. But once again, as stated last week with DC fans, we're not writing the fucking Odyssey here, right? Like, it was very well done. This is how, if you've watched anything I've complained about, even writing in novels, I always complain that they don't do, like, when they introduce certain characters or certain lifestyles, they do a very, oh, look at me, I wrote this in, or, oh, look at me, it's not very realistic. This should be the norm, how you introduce this shit, and both sides are fucking ridiculous. So, but the next episode's great too, Pete. Get on the next episode. It was
I'm not getting on the next episode because, again, I didn't watch it. But
I really like the next episode too.
Like Doug was mentioning, the next episode is going to be on Friday, not on Super Bowl Sunday because of the Super Bowl. So the premiere is Friday.
Yep.
Dude, I'll be honest with you.
Don't say anything too much.
No. This is what I'm going to say. Now watching 4 and 5, or no, watching 3 and 4, I actually am like, wow, was 1 and 2 really that good? Because 3 and 4 were like, I'm like, oh shit, like 4, I was like, okay, I see where this is going, and they did some shit there, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't see that. Like, that was fucking cool, man. Every episode just keeps growing and doing crazy shit. And sorry that I only watched 2 minutes of the show.
The Last Man. Remember we were?
Oh fuck yeah!
we were reviewing
this week with Zaggy. Let me tell you something real quickly. Boo this man! Get out of here with that nonsense.
Well, hold on. Let's put the brakes in the boo. First of all, I love hearing your perspective. I wish I could talk to you before, like, going on. There's no way that I could go talk to you before going on the show Monday. I get out of work and I go do that show an hour later. But I wish I could talk to you to hear what you think about it, because to me, I agree more with Zaggy than I do with you. I think
no.
Because it's okay though. Because tell me why.
Okay,
I want to hear. I want to hear your side.
You, Dub, know the behind the scenes.
Well, I understand that, but
I am a post-apocalyptic person. A lot of the stuff in here, they were going down the very streamlined government, the fallback from the people, and everything else. And then you see this aspect of something else going on. I can't do it with Pete, but like something else going on in there. And then you figured it was going to be the typical, oh shit, here they go getting captured by the fucking town people that hate everybody and misinterpret that they're not part of the government and blah, blah, blah. You thought you saw that coming, and then they didn't fucking do it.
Okay.
They did something else.
Which, so that's what I want to hear,
instead of being fucking Walking Dead, where you're just like, okay, here it comes. Okay, yep, okay, this ain't fucking new territory. They fucking zagged. I mean, like, they really did. And I was like, holy shit, dude. That's cool.
I thought it was good. I just don't think, personally, only because like you say, I know the lore and I know what.
So that stuff all happened in the lore. So all that stuff happened in the lore. Yeah, okay.
So for you, not knowing anything about it and actually liking it a lot, I'm very happy about that. Like, I think it's really good.
When I left,
I didn't. No,
we didn't spoil anything.
Okay.
Yeah, not at all. We're being very careful not to do that. I don't like to do that at all. And actually, we
Oh,
spoiled.
I know you don't dub, but I don't know. I trust this guy.
I don't have HBO, but I see it. John, it's really good, man. I hope you get to see it. If you like, I mean, I just thought it was. They have avoided a lot of this genre has there's almost like a rough,
the regular tropes.
the story. It's very like when I suggested like Zombie Illinois, Zombie Indiana, like it's a little bit, those novels are a little bit different because they're localized to the Midwest, and like it gives a little bit of a twist on the genre, right? When you're reading stuff like what was her name? The Mara Grant series stuff, like Parasite, or even before that when she was doing Newsfeed, like those series and books twisted this a little bit where they kind of added in a different element where like it was really kind of cool. Walking Dead, when you read some of the novels and when it started off, kind of even added twist to it. But there's always the very strict points of like, we don't have a cure, military actions, government falls apart, XYZ, yes, right? It's more post-apocalyptic than it is zombie. And when you do that, there's a pattern that a lot of these shows and a lot of these books get into. And that's what I'm saying. Like this episode where I'm like, okay, cool. Instead of like, I know what's going to happen next. Like, oh, cool. But holy shit, wait, they didn't do this. So are they doing something different? Like that they're doing something different. It stands out like a sore thumb, but in a good way is all I'm saying. And since you already played the video game, I guess, and know the shit, like it probably wasn't a surprise to you what happened. So,
right. I agree.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's move on to more HBO Max, and not a big bit of news, but now we know how long the Penguin is going to be. Anybody want to take a guess?
8 episodes.
We were talking about this in our pre-chat, like when they just randomly start throwing out episode numbers.
7 episodes.
Marco was correct. It will be an 8-part series.
There we go.
They settled it on the 8. So they didn't go with the 6. They didn't go to 10. They didn't go
8
to 9.
seems to be the new like medium ground for everything, right?
Sort of, but look, Last of Us is 9. WandaVision was like 9. She-Hulk went like 10, but Moon Knight was 6.
Oh no, but I think I think they tried those out, and I think 8 is where the shows feel good at home. So,
yeah. Well, it's a lot better than CW with doing 26, 22. The grind it is to watch a CW series these days.
And all the commercials and all the filler.
It's too long.
Oh.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We did get some announcements and some things the last week. We're going to get Criminal out of Amazon, which
Criminal.
I hope they do right. Criminal wasn't my favorite Brubaker, but I like it. I mean, I probably would like to see like Killer Be Killed, or I actually would really like Sleeper. I think Sleeper would have made for a good show, good series. But
is that where the kids got molested? Sleepers?
No, not that Sleepers. The superhero one. Well, no, that's Incognito with the superhero. Well, it kind of was too. It's just Sean Phillips and Ed Brubaker.
Okay, I was just trying to
I know. Anyway, but we're getting that from Amazon. We are also apparently found this out today, we're going to get an animated Witches show out of Amazon. So they've been talking about adapting. This was optioned how many years ago now?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, all right.
So we'll see. People start trying to sell this book. I don't know what an Amazon animated show is going to do for a lot of folks, but Invincible is good, so we can hope. But
Amazon's the devil.
Now's the time, I guess. The people are going to start doing this because
pump it
up. Jedi Johnson's favorite. We're going to get Visions Volume 2.
Nice.
May 4th.
Nice.
All different countries are contributing this time, so they're not all going to be anime, vibe or style. We're getting from all over the place, so let's see how that works out.
Am I secretly in charge of DC? All right.
Good news here,
yes.
And bad news. I don't know, but Hitmonkey is coming back. I liked Hitmonkey actually, so we're getting a second season.
The only problem is they put it down with a bunch of other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like, it was
Yeah,
hard
because they were going to play. All the other things got canceled. So
Yeah.
there's no more Tiger show coming. There's no more Howard the Duck. There's no more MODOK.
Boo.
Claymation. It's just Hitmonkey, and they're taking Marvel off of the branding for some reason. I don't know why. You don't need to. You can just still do it and just not have it connect. But whatever. We're still getting Hitmonkey season 2, so I'm into it.
Okay.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I don't know how much longer you need to do Hitmonkey.
No. You don't want.
I think we got. On. I mean, I think we got a. We got a lot of Hitmonkey.
Like 2 or 3 seasons max. Like
that's yeah. This is gonna be
it. We don't need any more. And I also like the fact that there's been a break. Like this was a couple years ago now.
The first season was on Hulu as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I gotta watch.
And it's adult. Like it's more mature audiences.
Yeah. It's stupid.
It's,
what I mean?
It's just dumb fun.
It's good to watch. Don't have the kids in the room, whatever.
Yeah. And then we go over to Netflix, and I know we had the One Piece thing, but the article that I was reading is saying that despite the fact there's a lot of people looking forward to One Piece, they have a lot more leeway because that's going to be a series, a show. Whereas My Hero Academia, which also has a lot of fans, is going to be a movie. So the pressure really is on them to do that one right. Because with a show, you have a little bit more wiggle room.
Hey, over under on like fans just shitting all the fuck over this because it's not their anime.
They're probably going to.
Yeah, this is just all going to get shit.
Nobody likes their shit getting adapted.
Yeah, this is done. This is fucking dead out of the gate, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it. Like if they decide they're going to adapt like Ninja Scroll and they do something wrong, but what the hell? You didn't do the one anime I know pretty well. You're not doing it right. So we'll see.
Yeah, anime people are hard to please.
They are. Oh, I
agree.
I think I got to skip through this. This is old news. This is not for this week. So we're skipping that.
That's it. You put them in.
No, it's left over. That's what I'm saying.
I really do. I think you got a problem. I think we got to have you get you. I think we have to get a psychologist.
I guess so. We do have some toy stuff though. We're gonna go through this quick because it's not really announcements. Like these went up for pre-order, I think today. Some Hasbro stuff, the Marvel Legends, the Ant-Man series went up. So this is Future Ant-Man was kind of the headliner. But if you zoom in, it does look a lot like Paul Rudd. This picture is kind of a little off, but
yeah,
it is. So it's Quantumania Ant-Man, and we're getting Quantumania Wasp 2, which makes sense. And here we get the box. Again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I do actually like this Kang.
Hold on, there's a great comment there.
Ring the bell.
John Stamos.
All right. Oh, the Kang looks cool.
This Kang looks cool. I don't know. I might get this despite the fact that I'll just have to look at the picture of it on the box.
Fucking A. Just buy 2 and open
maybe I'll just. I might just forget buying 2. I might just open it.
Yeah.
I have a problem opening toys.
Dude, I would fucking laugh if you bought this and you opened it and it turns out that it's not Kang in the fucking box.
Yeah, that or somebody stole the goddamn Build-A-Figure piece and they couldn't see.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I did the Build-A-Figure too.
I would fucking lose it. Oh, boo!
That's the Build-A-Figure?
No. This is another figure.
Oh.
We didn't get to it.
I thought that was a Build-A-Figure.
No. But I do like this. This is classic Ultron. This is comic book Ultron, not TV movie Ultron.
Boo!
You think that's gonna boo? You're gonna love this one then.
Yay! Egghead! Yes! I'm buying this! This is amazing!
We come from France.
No! This is Egghead! Are you out of your mind?
I know who Egghead is, and yes,
this is amazing! Yay! Egghead! Cheer!
We need an action figure of this.
I do. I absolutely buying this.
Wasn't he played by Vincent Price in the old Batman show?
Huh?
Oh, you're thinking of the DC version of a similar.
Oh, no, I don't know. I like it. I'm good. I might actually buy that. Especially
this is Marvel's Egghead. It even says it on the box.
Especially when it goes on clearance. I'm definitely buying that figure.
All right. Well, okay.
What's the Build-A-Figure?
You know it will. You know it will.
Marco's excited.
I know it will. I am. I'm excited for Egghead.
I'm a little less excited. I think the next one's kind of cool. As far as underused villains go, yeah, sure. Crossfire. It's kind of different, even though he looks kind of like Lifeline, the old G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Really, dude? Pete, your taste is fucking atrocious.
What? I'm just saying for a toy. I can see a kid wanting to play with Crossfire more than playing with Egghead.
No, dude, Egghead's dope.
That's all I'm saying. And then I showed you we have future Ant-Man who, well, yeah. Looks like a cross between a Shogun Warrior and Ant-Man, I guess.
Hey, Landlubber's got your answer. Cut a hole in the box so you can see it. Good job, Landlubber.
All right, here's the Build-A-Figure.
Wait, time out. Who was the last one?
Oh, that's future Ant-Man. I forget who his name is. Like, I'm
why
not
did they show us
on my
that?
Ant-Man comics.
Ooh.
But this is our Build-A-Figure.
Who is that?
Cassie Lang, his daughter.
Oh, fucking A.
It's a Build-A-Figure because, well, it's stature, so she's going to be significantly bigger than the rest of the figures.
That's I got a bunch of comments that are not even appropriate for the internet to say about this, and we're just gonna leave it at that.
But there you go. I mean, I'm just saying, that's the Build-A-Figure. So it's like, it's your stature, I guess.
Huh.
Moving on. This is kind of fun. Mondo's doing an animated series, Jubilee.
Yeah, they've already done a couple. This is like their third or fourth.
Yeah.
Figure, yeah, because of the Wolverine.
A little pricey.
Yeah.
A little pricey for my tastes. I don't think I could be dropping $200 on a Jubilee toy.
Yeah.
It's a little out of my my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get an additional swappable heads for an extra $10 for 205. You get the limited edition, I guess. And
everything's going on clearance, bro.
I'm not paying for that either. This next one's also kind of fun, but I'm probably not buying it because they just do so many of these. The Lego like masks and helmets.
I might actually buy that one. Right? That's cool.
But I'm just realistically, I'm not gonna. I still have to build my Boba Fett I got for Christmas, so I can put it on my shelf up here.
Somewhere. I got like a Venom, a Carnage. I haven't built any of that shit.
Yeah, no, I got it for Christmas. So I got Boba Fett. My son got Vader.
Jedi set me off for that because he's like, dude, do you know how hard it was to get some of these people in with like meat hooks his hands? I'm like, Jesus. All right.
Hey, the little pieces are going to be tough because I still have the Imperial probe droid to build too. That's like one of these tiny piece ones, these expensive ones. I'm just not looking forward to trying to build that. But this is up for pre-order now, and it's $80. It'll come out in April. And our last bit of toy news is definitely on Marco's pre-order list, and that's his next generation phaser prop.
I have no clue what this is.
It's a Dustbuster.
Is this like it's one of those the zapper
it's a
things?
Vacuum. It's a vacuum.
Yeah.
What?
Just for small crumbs. Just like you might get in your lap.
That's hilarious.
At work. But yeah, no, this is. It looks like a nice little box, and it's got a green light on it, so I'm sure.
So it's a taser. This is what they use for like. Is this a weapon? Taser.
I didn't really watch Next Generation.
It's a taser, so they like. Zzz,
Star Trek Next Generation just wasn't my thing. I didn't.
Did they just start zigging everybody?
But
why do they use the new ones that shoot the things out of it?
$500.
Yeah, tasers aren't cheap, bro. Pete, what happens if you're in an alley and some creepy dude comes up to you and says,
"It's not a real taser.
It'll
just flash a green little light."
No, it's a phaser. Marco uses photons. Phaser, PH.
I had photon. I never got laser tag.
Hold on now. So Star Trek is supposed to be this like great, fucking inventive, fucking futuristic thing, right? You know, I mean, like lightsabers is something fucking light, blah blah blah, off a crystal. Yeah, this fucking thing. They literally just took a fucking a taser and they said, "Here's a taser for you." That's all I got in space is
I believe
tasers.
the taser was created after these things were in the 60s.
Yeah, this is
no way.
Next Generation was what, like early 90s, late 80s?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the phasers look similar from the ones that they had.
That's true. That is true. These are very similar to the ones from the the 60s.
Yeah, they just updated the design a little bit, but it was still a phaser back then.
Yeah.
The phaser rifle, those are cool looking.
All right. Well, this would have been well, it's not a lot of gaming news, but I do got a couple of gaming news bits because Gunn did mention games when he's talking DC and said that apparently they're going to fill in some of the gaps with video games. I don't know how that's going to play.
Sweet. DC video games. Yay.
I don't know. Yeah, the cross promotion and mediums. It's a fun idea, but then once they actually try to institute it, it doesn't always work. What was it? There was a sci-fi show where they tried to do that. What was it? Defiance, I think.
Yeah, I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Defiance was good, but they tried to do too much
because they had you had to play the game,
and
next season or whatever.
Well, they did that with Matrix. The Matrix had a video game that tied in, and they had like anime that were separate, but they filled in different parts of the story. And then Shadows, and of course, Shadows of the Empire. We all remember.
Yeah,
that was the multimedia, like everything that tells you all the game. That's where you met Dash Rendar for the first time, I believe, was in the game.
It also helped that Timothy was shitting all over it at the same time. So
I don't know. I read the book. I did. When Shadows of the Empire came out, I was all in on that. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
But I remember that sci-fi thing. That thing was pretty good. It was like
I think it was pretty good show, right? That's the
maybe something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
But
too.
it was like it was just too much. It got to be too much. It just did.
And then they didn't finish it. There was also that.
Oh yeah, well, because the whole thing fell apart.
Yeah. Well, we're getting an M-rated Wolverine game, maybe in the fall. I know they've been working on it for a while, but maybe we'll get a little more info soon, and it might be this year. And the last bit of gaming news is it's just I want to talk about it because I ended up buying it. I actually have it, but I don't know when I'm going to start playing it. But the Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy.
Why does this not surprise me?
What? It looks like it's fun. I want to be able to wander around and go check all this stuff out. Apparently, you can fly around in a broom, but they don't have the game Quidditch in it. So,
oh darn!
And apart from that, I'm a little worried because I'm still grinding through Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That this game apparently is 30 to 35 to do the storyline, but closer to 70 to 100 to do all the extras, which means for an OCD person like me, who's also very slow, this is going to be like 150 hours of my life if I decide to dive into this. There's going to be months of me playing this to do everything. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm getting Zelda in May, and so I'm just going to wait for that.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Zangi's Ariana, he says it's a fun game, play it.
All right. A little bit of comic stuff. I mentioned before on the news earlier, we are getting a new Avengers team soon after is it Jason Aaron's run's done? They're going to relaunch and we're getting a whole new team. So here we go.
Hey, you know what they could probably do is just stop doing the Avengers because nobody gives a shit.
They still buy it.
Nobody gives a shit. Yeah, people still buy it, but nobody gives a shit about the Avengers.
Yeah. I don't know, but we're getting a new number one. So there you go. Interesting line. I mean, I think I gave you the lineup last week because they announced it, but here, getting a little preview of the book. Well, we reviewed this last week, and there was a new issue that came out today. I didn't get it yet, so I didn't read it yet, but I do know what happens, and they kill off somebody. I think they're being a little generous with Major X-Man, but do you know who they kill off, Marco?
No, go ahead. Who is it?
Sunspot? I don't know if Sunspot's a Major X-Man. A Major New Mutant, sure.
Well, the New Mutants were technically X-Men too.
I know, but even then, I was being generous. Even calling him.
You're being generous, yeah.
He's been around a while. Let's just say that.
Nobody ever died, right?
Tenured X-Man.
Actually, Sunspot was going to be on the list of fucking X people that they fucked
I thought
up.
about it.
I did too. I almost had him up there, and I took him off.
And I was like, you know what? They did kind of give him a run for a while there when they made him like CEO, and he was like running the show for.
Yeah, also kind of stupid though.
Yeah, I know, but and then ultimately to the point though is this alternate timeline. Who cares? It's everything they're doing is going to get undone anyway. So, what's the difference?
Dude, he goes nobody's favorite. I like Sunspot. Nice.
We're gonna get a Sunspot argument.
John gets it.
Ring the bell.
I like Sunspot.
All right. Last bit, and I put this in here for Corbin because I thought Corbin was going to be here, but
he's probably in the other room. Somebody should send him a message.
Can't be for an hour.
No, Corbin just said that he's still stuck.
With the old women? Okay.
And he, well, that's not what he said, but that's quite possible. And he's going to be on, but probably later than he expected. A lot later than he expected.
All right.
So
Well,
you might make it
maybe we'll
before
make
the
the
end of
tier.
the show.
Okay, maybe you will.
Yeah.
Well,
Which X-Men, which he knows nothing about. Amazing.
well, Tom Taylor is bringing Injustice back in a crossover with John Kent's Superman. So, all right. I mean, it's kind of interesting, right?
What happened to his sleeve?
I don't know. He saw Spider-Man and said, "You know what? That's a cool look. I'm going to use that."
Why does his fucking head look so weird? Like his neck looks too small.
Because he's electric blue now.
Okay, but what does that have to do with his proportion of his neck to head ratio to his body ratio?
Static electricity? I don't know. But that was it. That was our news. That was our weekly update. What do you want to dive into next?
What do we have available?
We have comic reviews. I forgot. We have the comic reviews.
Yeah.
We have my little beef.
Yeah, let's talk about your beef. We like beef. What's your beef?
It's something I was just thinking of. I got an email today about an exclusive coming out.
Oh.
And I saw the email and I said,
Probably hear one more thing about fucking exclusives.
God damn it.
You don't know when enough is enough.
And that's what I thought about. So I decided I'm going to make a whole new goddamn segment, and it's going to be called Enough is Enough. I don't have a whole intro for it yet because I literally just thought of this and right before we got into the members only meeting. So
hey, remember that time that Realm did a Castlevania cover?
I do. And I bought it. I own it. It was actually a UK store.
Yeah.
I remember when like Nintendo made a Castlevania game.
Yeah, I actually read that. I loved Realm. I thought Realm was good. Speaking of post-apocalypse,
Realm was actually fun. I did like
it. Good.
It.
I really enjoyed it. It just.
Yeah. It is what it is. Let's go with this one. Here, I need the mango. The mango is going to go because, like I said, enough is enough.
Ooh, peach chapped.
Because the problem is, I'm a Dave Stevens fan. I like Dave Stevens. I like his art. I get it. Yeah, a lot of cheesecake and things like that. Marco can make these jokes, but I like it.
Cheesecake.
Now, we've seen the homages to Dave Stevens' Planet Comics before. One of my favorites, Adam Hughes, did it on Dirty Pair. I have this book as well.
Yeah.
I was actually disappointed at first when I missed out on this store exclusive here because it came. Well, here, this is the original again. Want to go back to the original Planet Comics so you can see, Dan Parent decided to do an homage on an Archie book.
Planet he's Comics. One of my favorite artists.
And I was like, you know what? All right, that's not bad. That's kind of fun. Sabrina, I like it. It sold out. I didn't get it. Prices went sky high. Ridiculous. I wasn't buying it. I'm like, okay, I missed it. Sometimes you miss such things.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one. All based off of Planet Comics 1.
And then he sold you the OE.
Oh, wait, why do I have... for some reason, I got this duplicated in here.
I don't know.
So we have this one. And then, you know what they said? Let's run it back. Let's do it for Christmas. Let's run it back. Let's do it again for Christmas.
Shit.
I bought this one because it was available. I was like, all right, I didn't get the first one. All right, I'm going to get this one because they decided to do a second one. Cool, fine. Well, that's Christmas. Then they decided, well, Valentine's Day is coming up. Let's run it back. Let's do it again.
Oh, my.
I was like,
wow.
I mean, for people, this is the funniest thing I think people don't understand. If you don't know this Dan Parent does this shit all the time, and so does Archie.
Oh, you're talking like I'm done. This isn't even the
one.
No,
I mean, I know this is going to go on forever. I'm just trying to cut it off.
Just one more. This is the one I got an email about today. And all of a sudden, now it's a rock and roll theme. Okay. Enough.
Real fucking rock and roller, huh?
We don't need this cover done again. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone now.
Original ideas. Homages, too, by the way. Not original ideas.
Yes, no, exactly. And like I said, the first one, fine. It's not something that's been done a lot of. Yes, it's been done before. But it hasn't been overdone. It's not Spider-Man 1. It's not ASM 300. It's not, 129. It's not 181. A cover we've seen. Hey, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you do it like this, every 2 months you've got a new version.
Well, also, no, the problem is it's the same art. Okay, you want to know what my problem is? You know where I stand with him. He does the same stuff over and over again, sells it to a bunch of people and acts like it's new. and doesn't tell anybody, hey, dude, and like people gotta make money, I guess, but fucking A.
I do. But that was my problem. Once I saw that email today, and I was like, seriously, another one? Like,
that ain't the only time.
It's not even Valentine's Day yet, and they've already got one to follow up the Valentine's Day one being.
I mean, so as far as the artist goes, I mean, for him, if he's actually drawing these things or computer doing,
no, he draws them. He draws them. He draws
drawing
them
with a pencil.
Yeah.
So like,
we can go back. To be fair, I mean, I'm
like,
not going to diminish the skill it takes.
He's making money. I mean, he's redrawing the same thing over and over again, and people are paying him for it.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, as an artist, like.
Yeah, but I know. Okay.
Somehow, right?
So here's the thing that I gotta say about it. You can't be mad if you're too ignorant to understand that that's. I mean, this isn't the first time he does this stuff, right? Like he's notorious, and if you don't know that he does this, you can't be mad. Like you can't.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying I've had enough, so I'm not.
Oh, I mean, we all. There's a long history between me and this boy, so like, yeah.
But I told you, I bought the Christmas one. I still got an extra one around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm good. So,
but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not huge. A lot of. I think too many people are homage stuff to death. Anyways, I dislike 99% of store exclusives. Anyhow, I stay out of that business because, like, people advice, but I give them advice, but I don't.
I was going to argue your percentage because I was like, you know what? Because I buy the ones that I like, and I'll put my money out there and buy the ones I like. But to your point. Yeah, there are so many though.
That I usually just my friends give me copies of them. I think that's all right, but like, I don't know. I've never been huge, but I'm not a huge homage guy. Anyways, I just buy the real shit. So fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. Some it depends. Like sometimes I like it when they put a little twist on it, or it's an artist that I like doing it. Like then I get more intrigued and interested. So
I don't.
I'm just saying that's how I get suckered in, and I'll start throwing money at it and go, well. I'm just buying it for me. I'm not buying it expecting to invest in it and make a shit ton of money.
Isn't that what doing a job is? Doing the same thing, dude. Red.
No.
No, that's actually not. Well, here's the problem though, Red 5. So I have a harder problem with this. I have a problem where he does something and then sells the OA for it. And then 6 to 8 months later, he does the exact same picture and then sells new OA because he drew the picture again. Like, that's not how OA works. But
yeah, well, eventually, yeah, you dilute everything.
Yeah, it sucks.
And it is what everything is lately. Like, it's so many plays that are nostalgia. It's starting to get worn thin, and it's getting to the point where they're not being done well. Like you brought up, like the Castlevania, like the Realm one.
I love Realm.
That one was done well.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them that have been done. And it's like
half-ass. Yeah,
it's just
and probably people that. I mean, the only problem with Dan, I guess, is it's the same shit. Literally, the exact same.
And it's not exclusive to him. Like this is. Going on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's going on a lot. It's going a lot of different places. There's a lot of stretches. Like, hey, we're going to make this, this, Nintendo character because people are.
Ring the bell.
Right? We need more of those fucking.
More.
Well,
do another Mario one.
Yeah,
that's got kind of ruined. That's where I was getting.
Another 8-bit too. Yeah,
they ruined it. He ruins it.
He ruins everything. Well, I mean, this is why, like, when people ask, like, when, the boys are all, Todd McFarlane, Liefeld, and I'm like, dude, they do this. It's the same thing. They do the same shit over and fucking over and fucking over again. I mean, that's all they do. And it's like, God, that's fucking boring. There's so much stuff out there. Sarth is like, hey, dude, can we start reviewing, like, storylines? And I was like, oh, yeah, for sure. And I forget that we've done that in the past, and we should probably get back to doing it. But like, there's so much good shit, and X-Men is probably one of the best. Like, there's so many good storylines, and then there's some and that's I think kind of what we're gonna get into tier list.
Still waiting on it. I can't wait.
Yeah, is bringing back some of those characters and storylines into it. So, Well, we could get to comic reviews because then we can cover a fucking Todd McFarlane book for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't finish that one.
I didn't either.
Well,
So Pete, it's on you for choosing it.
I didn't.
It's my fault.
No, you can't.
Last time.
You can't pick a book and then not read it.
We decided on it last week. I didn't pick it. We just
I
said
read
we were
it.
going to do
And
this.
we can talk about it.
I read most of it. I just didn't finish it.
You didn't miss much, Dub.
Yeah.
I got
was
to the
all
old
like
man.
a recap, rehash. It felt like I was what anyway. Well, that's
it's what he does. That's exactly what he fucking does.
Well, it's still a ways out, so we'll get here. Well, I need the where the hell's the thing? Got to run.
The hell's what thing?
All right, so
I like this. I hope they call it the homage age and the variant. Yeah, I mean seriously.
we do have our new comic book day recap, and we're gonna start over with the DC book because, well, this is how I have
Probably the best book of the fucking
and
week.
that's what I was gonna say. This was probably the best book in this book.
Fucking 2 for 2.
And we are talking about Batman 132. To be fair, I know what happened to Batman, fail safe, that whole thing. But I haven't been reading, I haven't been keeping up. I have all the books. I'm just behind on reading. So even when I read this book, I will say I had to read the issue before to completely catch myself up. I read it after the fact.
I did too. I read this one, then I went back and read the one before.
And that's what I had to do because I also wanted to know more because even without it though, this book still did a much better job.
You could get through it.
Setting up
you could get through it.
An alternate universe.
This book made me want to read the one before to know what was going on.
Exactly.
Not
was your question that he got shot with the gun thing, and that's what?
No.
Well, I knew that. I knew that. He got
they
shot.
just kind of threw us in. I was like, why is he in another universe? I just didn't know.
Can you go back though, really quick to the cover?
Yeah.
I just want to point out, I actually really like this cover, the mirror thing going on here with the hand, and he's holding at Selena. I like that concept. The art's not the best, but I do like that concept.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea because it mirrors what's going on.
Right. So exactly, it fits the book.
Yeah. No. Agreed. I also didn't notice the scar on her face here that she has in the story. Like on the cover, I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
I went back and looked after I was reading the story. I was like, oh, she does have the scar.
Hey, what's up, B?
What up, B?
Here are the other covers for it. We got the Joe Quesada and the Archer, which is pretty cool.
Fucking Quesada's got to give it a fucking break.
That's the B and the C, and then we have the D, which I forget who did the D. Bradshaw? I don't want to say it's Bradshaw.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Derek Chu did the 1 in 25, and he usually does like the more of the sexy girl kind of like cover. So this was a little bit different. I wouldn't have picked this if I saw this image. I wouldn't have guessed that that's who it was, but that's who did the 1 in 25.
On the right, he did the one on the right.
Yeah.
I actually
that's supposed to be like a 608 homage.
Maybe from another angle.
Probably. There you go. Another fucking.
But yeah.
All
right. So just getting into it, like I said, we start off because I had questions like, wait, Alfred's alive? That's where it started. Once I saw this, I'm like, wait, Alfred's alive?
Yeah, Leslie, like Leslie Tompkins.
Yes.
So yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, Batman of Gotham Part 2. And then I'm reading the story. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And I'm like, oh, we're in another universe.
Batman's heavy on leg day.
Batman's alive, or Leslie's alive. She's married to Alfred, and they have a lot of money.
Yeah, okay. Alternative universe. It's DC. We get it. Yeah. Alternative universe. That's where we're going.
Jewel, we got this little area, and then Bruce. I didn't know if he was pretending to be Matchsticks Malone or anything, or what was going on at this point. But
yeah, it was a little confusing. Yeah, they could have straightened this out.
But then it didn't take long for me to figure it out. I'm like, oh, okay, it's another universe. They're explaining it because if you read the story, they're explaining it's like the Scarecrow gas is out there, it's making people crazy. The cops are putting either people in Arkham or they're letting them go. Like,
they're trying to put them in Arkham.
Explained. I don't know who the Red Mask was. I'm like, okay, is this guy supposed to be a big deal? It wasn't until I went back and read the first issue that I said, oh, he is a bigger deal than the little bit that I got here.
You didn't realize he's a big deal when he turned Harvey Dent into a skinny dude?
Well, there was that, but you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know who he was supposed to, like, kind of be.
Who's he
and
supposed
also
to
was
be?
trying to figure out, again, Harvey Dent being, like, a Bane type character here.
So everybody's on the Venom. Like, all the cops and everything are taking Venom.
Yep. Well, they said that at the beginning of the book. So who's the guy in the red mask supposed to be?
I don't know. You just called it Red Mask.
You just fucking said you read the book before to figure out who the guy was.
No, I just meant as far as like his in the hierarchy of this alternate universe, he's pretty high up there.
Yeah, he's not. I thought these panels explained this perfectly. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wondered more. All I'm saying is I wondered more because I don't know who this character is. I couldn't meet like Harvey Dent. I know who Harvey Dent is. I was trying to figure out and see if they could tell us who he was. But
if he was some other, okay.
You know, that's all I'm saying is I wanted to know more, and I just trying to figure out. But anyway. So then Bruce is going to try to get a hold of this because there's no Wayne Enterprises in this universe. It's like Hathaway or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's trying to meet this Hathaway guy, puts on a fake Tom Selleck stash, goes to this what's a fundraiser of some kind.
I have a question about this in a minute.
Go ahead. No, that's all. I mean,
did you do no, the next one.
Oh, next one. Well, how do you know where I'm going next?
I'm not next one after this though, but yeah, go ahead.
But then he sees the Hathaway guy, who apparently the Joker's running this universe, I guess.
Yep. The Hathaway guy is the Joker?
That's what I'm guessing. I mean, that's what I take from this, but he's not the Joker, but it's the Joker. I don't know.
See, I didn't know if the gas got in there. Okay, so he
could be.
So everybody there disappeared. So was it all hallucinated? Like, were they?
No, they're all there, but they didn't care.
No, that's what I'm saying. Were they there? Because look, everybody disappeared. Look around now. They like all the people on the balcony disappeared. Yeah, like they started disappearing, and then like they're having this big fight, but they're not hitting anybody. It's just
they also revamped, Punchline into China. Like,
yeah, Punchline's now China. Yeah, agreed.
Because that's Punchline here.
WWF superstar China and DX member. Yes, China. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then
R.I.P.
Yeah, Killer Croc, who's rocking a little jewel.
That's what I'm saying. Like now you see the background. Now he does his thing, but like when you look at it, he's like, oh, they're pausing and like now go to the next page. Huh?
But Alfred's there.
But I think it's hallucination.
No, but I think because he's the only one who's actually reacting.
No, go.
Well, I'm just saying he's the only one who's reacting. So why would Bruce hallucinate Alfred, who is in this universe and probably would be at this fundraiser? Like, this is kind of his thing. Like, this would probably be what he would be into.
They're having flashbacks. Yeah. No, go. Next page. This is why. Because, then when they all come in, they're just shooting the whole place up. When the security comes in, there's nobody there anymore. You missed the 2 panels for that.
Well, that's I don't want to show the whole book.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, maybe that wasn't that. I don't know.
Yeah, but you see, well, there's silhouettes here. So they're still... Yeah, they're not showing everything. I think there's
Landlubber, this one actually kind of was. This one was kind of one you could jump onto. I mean, we'll probably read the next one on this because it's
you do want to read the first. It's worth reading 131 like before this. Again, I read it after the fact, but
DC's got a bazillion titles
because you also get to see. I was like, wait a second, look at Skullface Jim Gordon. He's still got the mustache and he's a skeleton dude. And you get
that's what I'm saying because he hallucinates. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So it's good. It's worth reading the first issue. But yeah, he's down there, and then he still has to be, he has to be Batman. He sees this cop, bullying somebody. He still has to jump in, despite the fact he just fell out of a goddamn building. He has no weapons. He's like 15%, got shot, but he's still got Batman's got to be Batman. So this is Batman having to be Batman.
Yeah, whatever.
And it ends that story. And then this is where I needed a little bit more of a pickup in reading the issue before, because I had no idea when the backup story, it started off with Superman and Toyman. I'm like, it's like, what the hell is this now? Like, why are we reading the Superman story in the back of this? I thought it was going to be a Robin story. But if you read the bit before it in the issue,
because it was leading up to make more. Yeah, it was telling you how Batman got to the.
Yeah, it makes more sense if you read that first part before this one.
I didn't read I didn't read the book before this. I just read this whole book.
So. Yeah, no, I read it too. But like, if you do read the one before it, it plays out naturally. It makes sense, like how we got to this point. Because when I'm reading this, I'm like, why the hell is Toyman shooting himself? And what's with John Kent's Superman? And then he's talking about the gun. And okay, Mr. Terrific's there.
See, I thought they explained it right here what had happened.
No, they did. They did. But it took me into the fourth or fifth page of this little 8-page story to know what the hell they were talking about.
For DC, this was pretty streamlined, in my opinion.
Yeah. And then he goes and he's hanging out with his boyfriend and he's getting ready, fucking Avengers Endgame style, to go multi-universe hopping.
Okay, this is what I want to ask. It's going to be weird now though too. But is this what kids are going to do nowadays? Like, like they're so used to watching shit on YouTube, right? So it's like sometimes we used to have date night or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you fool around a little bit, do whatever, maybe turn on Netflix, turn on whatever we used to have, which is probably
it would have been Netflix back in the olden day. You'd pop in a VHS.
No, I know, but you do that.
You rent a movie at the Blockbuster.
Yeah, you go rent a movie, right? This is us renting a movie. When you just wanted to chill, you'd rent a movie, you'd hang out, have a couple. Is this where they're just going to watch their partner level up video game like level up characters or whatever? To play the walkthroughs, like that's what they were going to do.
For a short
build
stretch,
Minecraft.
For a short stretch, when I moved back home, like once I was getting ready to buy a place with my wife, eventually to be my wife, but we were going to buy a place, moved back home for like 3 months.
Yeah.
I watched my brother play video games. He was still at home because I'm much older than him. I just watched him play video games. It was still just fascinating to watch.
Never in my life. Never in my life would it. No, absolutely.
Some of the games are worth just watching, even as a
not true. That's not true.
So remember we talked earlier about the
you guys
get
are
off
so
my lawn guy?
Yeah, you guys are such weirdos.
Yeah. So when my wife and I, before we were married, I watched her play The Last of Us.
That's what I'm saying. Like a game like
that. And she literally played the whole game, The Last of Us. And that's how I learned and understood what Last of Us was. And it played out like a movie. And it was awesome.
I realize that I am by far probably the coolest person on this, not by far on this channel, but like probably in like this whole genre.
I never claimed to be cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
When the guy has to tell everybody how cool he is, that's probably not the cool guy.
Yeah, I don't know, guys.
I'm just saying.
That is also true.
Yeah, that's. I'm
you wait. Time out.
One of you guy at the gym has to say, "Oh, I'm so tough."
No, I'm not.
Tough guy.
Do you see how I'm embarrassed about this? Because I'm like, wow, dude, like this is so embarrassing for you guys. I'm feeling so embarrassed for you. One just went home when he just couldn't eat. Instead of going out and getting dates or doing anything, he just sat at home and watched his brother play video games. And the other one,
did you not listen to what I said?
He's with his wife. Why would he go out?
No, time out. Did you not listen to why I went home?
Hey, look, give him the bell. This is funny. He got it. Anyways. Yeah, backwards hat is always cool. So there you go. All right.
I can't give him the bell because I got the deck up here. But the point is, you did not. I didn't go home because I couldn't get dates. I went home because we were saving money to buy our condo together. When I was renting an apartment, I left my apartment to move home to my parents so we could find a place to buy with my eventual fiance and wife.
Yes, Red 5. I understood.
So
but the cool guy doesn't get the sarcasm.
Red 5.
But that said,
we were going to ring the bell for you.
Age of Ultron, this shit, and not Age of Ultron, Endgamed it.
Ring the bell.
There's a delayed bell, and then he went to what is it? What was the Marvel thing? Not Signal Hill, Silent Hill, where when they went to the weird alternate universe where there was like a weird neighborhood. I can't remember what it was called.
Well,
I'm still dumbfounded. You guys just sat around and wasted half your life watching other people play video games.
What do you mean, half my life?
All right, what's next?
Over exaggeration and the embellishment of anything that gets said is just so ridiculous. Every little thing.
Yeah.
You make a statement and
just take it to the extreme.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
Well, when you make stuff up in your head, you're not going to understand.
Yeah, that's why you're not going to
No,
understand.
I agree. I agree with this comment. She's cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong. I'm still not sitting around.
That's right. Uncle Roman. Yep, exactly. You met her, you know.
I met her. I think she's cool as shit.
Right. So you probably watch her play video games too.
No, not today, not tomorrow, not next week.
All right, we're going over to Marvel and we're reading Daredevil. And
hey, wait, I got 1,000 brothers. We don't watch each other. We fight so that we can get the other one off, so you can play the video game, bro.
Here's Daredevil.
So you get your brothers off so you can play video games. Got it.
No, I did not say what you just said.
That's exactly what you said. I can rewind and play it.
I said we fight to knock them off so that we could.
I don't know. I think Dub's got on something. You did say it. You may not have meant it.
I don't know. See, your mind now. You sat around watching people play video games. Now your mind's in that type.
You can say it all you want, but this is recorded.
Okay, play it back. Let's go.
Check the tape.
Are we doing all Chuck? Are we doing all the same?
I didn't notice that we picked two Zdarsky.
Yeah, two exact same. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Zdarsky.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Planet Apes cover. You got a Stormbreakers cover, and that's the one at 25. But yeah, I didn't know what was going on at first either. Here, I had to kind of by inference just figured out. I was like, okay, they're going after Punisher, and yeah, you got Detective Cole North, and I see a couple characters here. You're flying in a plane, and all of a sudden, the fucking dragon shows up, and Punisher's riding a dragon like he's Khaleesi.
Yeah, I kept trying to think, was this trying to be a bad Bing Bang Boom? Like, this is not.
Like, what is going on now? Now I really don't know what's going on.
And the hands fucking just stabbing fucking empty skulls and shit for some reason. I don't get it.
I didn't know what the hell was going on, and it didn't get much better after that because I got.
So the Punisher is the leader of the Hand, and Daredevil and Elektra are married, and they're the leader of the Fist.
I got that.
Fighting each other, right? So that's
I got
of it so far.
Well, why the fuck is there a dragon and a lizard in this fucking?
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out.
Well, this was a that's an old weird Marvel. That's what I'm going to get to. Like all the weird ass Marvel characters that show up that I didn't know were on this mission with them. They kind of distracted me because I got this. I see Nora. They're talking about they got to save a kid and his dad. I didn't know why he had a Captain America shield of some kind.
I got that figured out. Yeah,
but I figured, okay, you got a shield. That's no big deal. Like I'm not too confused.
Why do we have to have? Does every Daredevil book have to have fucking rain in it?
Well, yeah, it's raining. Punisher fighting Daredevil. They're fighting. We still got the dragon. And to your point, there's the lizard dude. Was it What the hell is his name? Like Stegatron or something? Stegron. I remember he's a weird character. And then Wrecker was there. I was like, why the hell's Wrecker here? Okay, these two dudes are there. And it just gets more confusing as we went on because then there's a goddamn symbiote here too.
Agony shows up and some shit. Yeah,
Agony was there. And then he finds the kid and he tells the kid, hey, put the shield on your back. We're getting out of here. They're running. Daredevil's still fighting Punisher. They're fighting through the rain, and then he's gonna kill the Punisher. Like he's straight up gonna drown his ass in the mud.
Way to spoil it, Red 5.
The dragon apparently distracted him, and then Elektra gets stabbed, and then Speed Demon. Like I'm saying, like where are these guys coming from? I'm sitting here racking my brain trying to figure out. Like, is that Speed Demon? I think it is. Speed Demon shows up and saves her.
This book was a fucking mess.
It's like, where are these characters coming from? To the point where Daredevil's riding the dragon into the sky.
And then here we go.
Off the goddamn dragon and fucking Stiltman saves him.
All he needs Stiltman.
I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Hey,
where are these guys coming from? And this is the point where I think I need to go back. And again, I have these because I like Daredevil and I collect them. I'm just behind on my reading. And this exercise and us doing reviews is making me catch up because I got to know what the hell is going on because apparently
right here, Sarth already spoiled it.
This shouldn't be a surprise because once we see the Avengers, they talk about a breakout. So I guess Daredevil broke out these guys to help him. And now he needs to be stopped. So, okay.
But they stole the magic necklace.
And they stole the magic necklace from the one broad. Aya? I don't know.
At least the last page didn't have fucking rain on it.
And yeah, well, they were inside. But there was no background, though. They couldn't be bothered to tell us where they are. They're just in an empty blue room.
I wish Lopez was still here so he could try to defend this fucking dog water.
I just people kept showing up at it. I was like Stegrod. That's a weird pull. And then I'm like, Speed Demon? And then you go to Stiltman?
No, I don't think Captain America makes it all better, AOA. I don't think so.
But that was our Daredevil review. So
well,
again,
can't account for taste.
I just was lost.
It's random as fuck, dude. It's like whenever you go over that one person's fucking house and you've never really haven't ever hung out with them one time and they're like, I'm gonna order pizza, and they don't ask you what the fuck you want on your pizza, and then some fucking horse shit shows up, like it's pineapples with fucking onions and fucking like hot dogs, and then they threw fucking basil on it for some fucking reason, and then all of a sudden anchovies are chailing on top, and they're like, yeah, this is the way. And you're like, what the fuck is this? That's what this book was. It was that.
Well, I don't know if it was that. But I will say where I felt lost that I haven't been keeping up on that book, I felt like our next book, going over to Image, did the exact opposite.
Yeah, Bruce. Who
fucking over-explained, backtracked. I didn't know what the hell this was.
I'm going to run to the restroom real quickly because this is a waste of fucking time.
Seriously,
This
you're gonna
book.
just leave me on? You know?
Yeah,
Todd didn't
yeah.
read
No,
this
this,
book.
no. Fuck this book and fuck Todd.
All right, I'm gonna do my best.
I did read like a big chunk of it, but I didn't know what was going on. So I mean,
I knew. I'm with you. I haven't
Yeah.
been again another case. I've been buying Spawn. I haven't been reading Spawn. This book has made me rethink that process, and I'm probably just gonna stop buying this because this was.
yeah, I did stop buying Spawn a while ago. I only pick up Spawn once in a while if there's a cool like this one had an okay. Is that one of the covers?
Yeah, the one the B
the
cover.
clown
with the
cover.
clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have bought that if I went to the shop today.
Yeah. But I think that's the one I order. I usually order the B covers when I pre-order them. Because that's what I do. Like with Spawn, I usually get that as part of my DCBS pre-order, so I'm only paying like whatever half cover or whatever.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, it's like $1.50. Oh, that's
I think
why
we talked about David Mack. I don't know if we talked about him last week or what, but like every one of these covers look very similar to every other cover.
And I like David Mack, but you're right. These are uninspired.
Yeah,
the best. But this story. Green World, and like I told you guys, I watched Vox Machina, and they went into like a fey world, a fairy world, and then I get to read this, and like it's just like she's in the woods.
Well, that very first panel, like with the jettisoned little area right there, that very first panel reminds me of McFarlane did like a cover for Korn.
Oh yeah,
the band Korn, like back in the day, and then so that reminds me of that little.
Yeah, that little
cliff, piece,
whatever,
like little cliff,
rock. You're gonna hold up.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that.
To figure out, well, not a minute. It took to the second page, I guess, to figure out who this girl was, because again, I've not been reading Spawn, so it's like, oh, Carrie Andrews. I'm like, do I know that? I don't really know that name. And it's like Nyx. I was like, oh, I've heard that name before. All right, she's been around for a little bit. She's talking to
that also confuses me. I feel like there's a Nyx in Marvel, there's a Nyx in Dynamite, and now there's a Nyx in Image.
Yep.
So there's one Nyx in every universe now.
And then they just started telling us backstory of.
Oh, you're still not going through this crap.
Oh yeah, but she's just telling a story of her learning magic, and then she's telling a story of her meeting Al Simmons and how Spawn, and then she became Hellspawn for a little while. Like, okay, that's cool. And then she tells the time when Al Simmons died. They tell you the issue. Oh, 185. Oh, I know that one. I know that book. And
you could just hung out with crap.
Jessica Priest. I know that character too. People spect on her as well. Oh, I know that character. I remember her. She was in the Spawn movie, the Michael Jai White one. Okay, it's just talking about old shit. And she died, but she passed the spell and came back with a new orange body. Okay, in the green world. I don't know who this guy is, but he seems a little shady. And then they're talking about, I remember this character, Calegistro. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I kind of remember that. But it's all just telling a story. And then he became apparently Lex Luthor wearing his power armor. And I don't know when that happened, but he then went by the name of Sin. And then she meets these 4 characters called the Navigator, the Oracle, whatever. We're in the green world. Cool. We'll give her a new name. She's got a new character name, and she's orange. Okay, and then she meets the guy who replaced Spawn, right? Isn't that who Al, whatever the hell his name was? Whoever this dude was? I don't know. I could be wrong, but he's orange too. And they're building a team. A team to do what? I don't know. But we've got Haunt in there, another McFarlane character. And I think those other faces are familiar, but I don't exactly know why. And they're building a team, overt kill, and let's sell some toys. Let's sell some McFarlane toys and just start throwing old fucking characters in here because
and Cygor,
what's going on?
Is that Cygor the monkey?
Yeah, Cygor is up there, and overt kill because we can't call him overkill because for one reason or another.
And then Scion, but I think they're gonna get sued by like Kia or something for that.
Yeah, as they beat us over the head, where she wants to talk to Gaia. She wants to. She's not. She's busy. She can't talk to you. Oh, she's not around. We'll get to her later. Yeah, I wonder if these guys are being shady. And I don't know. They decided they need to. I don't know. This was.
Are you done yet? Because I was done.
I've got nothing left for the last
horrible.
page. But
this shit's garbage.
This was hot.
This shit is garbage.
I also don't know what this is. I remember when they had the countdown, but I don't know what these numbers mean.
Yeah, they used to mean how much power Spawn had left before he died, and I don't know what it. I mean, that was like back in like issue.
But then he
5,
died.
right?
So does this matter anymore? Is it still like? Is it years, months, days, seconds? Like I don't. They're just arbitrary numbers you threw at the back of the book.
Yeah. So, I will agree with Leftover Zaggy. That we should never review a Spawn book again.
No, we are not going to because this is not.
100% agree. 100%.
We will not do that, Zaggy.
We would have been better off reading Savage Dragon.
I'm better off reading nothing.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Better off reading the back of my shampoo bottle.
Right.
But that was it until next time. Those were the comics we decided to review. See, we tried it. We tried it this way too, and it still didn't work.
Right.
There's still a lot of weird, garbagey things.
These are all mainline characters that we picked. Mainline characters from the big 3 companies, and we tried to get into it. Granted, Daredevil was like probably like watching Endgame, like and not watching the rest of it. We got in right at the end, so like that was not fair to Daredevil, I guess.
True.
Although Batman was in the middle of the story, but that was actually, like we said, well written, well done. And then I'm not going to say anything else about.
As long as we've been doing this, outside of that Action Comics book, DC has been the winner each week.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure we've been pick. I'm not sure we've been picking the best Marvel book either. So,
okay, well, even in retrospect, you can tell me what Marvel book we should have been reading this week because I don't know, man.
Not this week. I don't fucking know, man.
That's why we had to say the same thing last week because last week was like the 15th, there was nothing.
No.
Where's Sticks at?
Yeah, where's Sticks?
He's there.
All right, so we're gonna say it again. Anyone who has a recommendation after the show's over, please leave a comment after the show's over, and let us know what we should read.
Yeah.
Marco will not read a Doctor Who book.
Absolutely not.
We'll tell you that right now. But then
I'll
Spawn is now officially off the table, so don't put Spawn in there because we're not going to do it.
We're done with Spawn.
We're done with Spawn.
We're done with that.
So go ahead and leave comments for us after the show, and we will do our best to read what you guys recommend, or we'll just pick some random things again.
Mate, what's the Saturday? It's the Turtles done with Saturday morning cartoons.
No, I think
what's
that's
the next
still
one coming out? Well, let's try to figure out what the next one coming out is. We'll review that.
There is a Dungeons and Dragons Saturday morning cartoon coming out.
Fuck no, Pete. Fuck no, Pete.
I'm just saying. You said Saturday morning cartoons, and that one is coming soon because I think I ordered it.
G.I. Joe was what I think G.I. Joe's finished too.
G.I. Joe was good. I read that one. I have all those. I got the Turtles. What was the other?
I know that's AOA's boy, but maybe we do check out one of the Cap books. What is it? Sentinel of Liberty? I hear is actually not bad.
Fucking AOA.
I'm just saying. I have heard from others that Sentinel of Liberty is not a bad read. I just haven't been getting it. I don't have that one, so I'm really coming in.
Some books coming out next week, like Wolverine, Hulk, Batman Beyond the White Knight, House of Slaughter. The regular Turtles is coming out. Swamp Thing, Green Hell #2. I Am Batman 18. The Wasp #2. The Wasp, no, we're not reading.
No, we're not touching Wasp.
No,
again.
we're not going back to Wasp.
Not back to Wasp.
Photon, Monica Rambeau, Photon #3. Murder World, Moon Knight #1.
Well, okay, that's it. We have to give Marvel a fair shot. We're doing all the fuck.
Yeah, that's going to be probably. Well, it could be fun. It's a one shot.
I'll read a Marvel book. You tell me. I'll even read an X-Men book if you want me to. I mean, I'll hate it, but I'll read it.
What's on X-Men next week?
X-Men number.
Why don't we just pick up something like Pull Preview World? Pull Preview World.
X-Men number 19 comes out next week.
Pull up Preview World.
What do you mean pull up Preview World?
I got Preview World for what?
Stuff already.
I'm on League of Comic Geeks. They will tell you all the books coming out next week.
So does whatever. Preview World. Whatever. Do whatever. Just pull it up.
It doesn't matter. We're not pulling. We're not doing that now. We got enough to do. We're already an hour and a half in. We'll figure it out. And plus, we'll take the suggestions. We're not doing an audio. There's nothing to review. We'll look at the cover, and then that's it. There's something inside.
Actually, the Moon Knight run was pretty good. So,
Ghost Rider. What's that new villain? Exhaust. Yeah, this is Corbin's baby, the White Knight. We'd actually have to make sure he comes on.
Moon Knight has been good, but
has Moon Knight been good? I let
no. Moon Knight was actually good. It was a lot better.
Moon Knight go a couple months ago. Got the cut.
Yeah, but so maybe we got that one shot. We'll try for that. We're not.
We'll figure it out.
Red 5, come on, get out of here.
I also keep hearing Flash is good, but
all right, let's get into what's next.
We got the tier list or your C list.
All right, so C list is done on Fansies and probably has nothing to do with the tier list. So maybe we should do tier list because it can go on. That C list can get out of hand. So I only have 4 slides, but it could get to long Marco story times. So.
All right, then we can just go right into the tier list then.
I don't know. What's Ninja Funk?
Oh, that's one of the Whatnot books.
Whatnot still around?
That's what I hear.
I didn't hear. I heard.
Yeah, they bought a publishing company.
What publishing company?
Heavy
Whatnot
Metal.
Publishing.
Oh, did they really?
And they bought Heavy Metal.
Still going on?
Oh yeah, they do. They do Heavy Metal books now.
I didn't even know Heavy Metal was still fucking around. All right, so here's the 3 rankings we're going to do. So this is what we did. We picked out a bunch of characters, took some suggestions from you people in the chat. Yes, I said you people. And we decided to come up with people. What?
I was doing Tropic Thunder anyway. Yeah.
All right, we came up with 3 different tiers. And this actually was because of an argument that me and Pete had over a bunch of hours, probably too late last night.
It was too late, and I don't think it's going to make any sense to anybody.
Absolutely won't make sense. How it first started off was it's supposed to be Chris Clement because I said like he does like great innovative stuff with X-Men.
Claremont?
Yeah, he said innovative was like Claremont, and then he said the boring regular old stuff was Jim Lee, and then
because it was just rehashed like shit, like it wasn't.
And then
like
the amazing was
the one that always like thinks it's so good that it can't be touched. Is I
got confused, and I'm like, why are we doing artists and writers? Like, let's do either all artists or all writers. And
so if we think the character, if we think we can bring back the character and do it better, we put it in Grant. If we think
like a reboot, like a reimagining,
it. We just reimagine the whole thing. It's Grant. If we think, it's okay. It's pretty good. We leave it in Chris. Like we're just not going to touch it,
man. At least 20 years. Just keep going.
But if it's like it's some bullshit, but we ain't fucking with it, just let it go. We put it in Rob.
So there are your options for these characters.
Red 5 hates Grant.
Just take it for this. You either want it rebooted, left alone, or you really don't care because it's just.
Ryan May says that we got to go back and read the Punisher books. Okay. So here we go.
It said we had to read the Punisher issue 7 or something.
So these are a lot of things that we feel Marvel kind of dropped the ball on, or characters or storylines and stuff like that. So to start it off, we'll do Sinister because we talked about him a couple weeks ago, and I think the pre-census was like Sinister. I mean, when you're looking actually through Chris, you had some good stuff with Sinister, and it looked really cool. Yeah. They did the Apocalypse spinoff where he was kind of the guy that was like the sidekick, but he was trying to overtake him. He looked like at one point he was going to be this guy pulling all these strings.
Well, even before that, he was what? He was behind the Mutant Massacre, right?
The Mutant Massacre.
And then you had all the Inferno stuff.
Yeah, the Inferno stuff. That was all good. He was like the summer kids were because of him. Like Cable stuff was tied in.
And then, like you said, the Age of Apocalypse, where he was like the the Starscream. He was trying to
Yeah, was all good. And then then they started doing like Planet Sinister and fucking everybody has a red fucking dot and
clones upon clones.
Clones upon he died. Like they thought they killed him, but he didn't die. Then he did die. Then he didn't die. Then he had a girl version of him that was the original version, but it wasn't him. And then that was a different version, and this version and that version, and holy fucking versions.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It went.
Oh, don't forget. Remember the Ultimate Universe where they tried to make him like a gangbanger too? Like,
it
didn't work.
So my thing is like, let's just cut it back. Let's grant it up. You get back to dealing with some of the summer stuff. You know what I mean? Get the mystery guy behind there. Reinvent. That's it. Cool. So we're going to do great. That's a vote for Grant. So Chris, you're just saying leave it be. Just stop fucking with him, but leave him as is.
Leave him. I can't leave him as is. I think he deserves better.
Yeah, we need it. Thank you, Sarge.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be by Morrison. It's just we just need it redone. We just need a new angle, new direction.
Yeah, just cut it off because it's been fucking his shit for. I'd have to say now, holy shit, almost 10 years. What they've done to him over the last decade has been qualified as like straight trash. Homie,
it's probably longer than that. It's probably close to like 15.
What year is it?
2020.
We go back 15. You're only talking about like 2008. You talking about
that's M date. That's M. That's M, right? The House of M and stuff. So he wasn't that bad then. It was after that. It was a couple. You're right. It was probably about a good 5 years after that when they started doing all the fuck up shit.
Like at least 15. Let's go 15.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They should stop that. No. Hey, Red, have you read this? Have you read what they're doing with him right now?
Hey, we didn't read today's. We didn't see the glorious end to Sunspot.
Yeah, I'm tired of him doing nothing too. That's what we're saying. Like, let's reinvent him because he did have some potential. He really had some good potential. He's right about the Mutant Massacre stuff. Like I said, I always found the Summer stuff, even though I hate Cyclops. I think
it was
a
a
bitch
weird
boy.
Predilection, or
I like how he did the thing, and they had Starjammers involved, and they had a bunch of other shit involved, and you could loop in Hope, and you could do everything else. He could be so much better. Like, he actually seemed like a badass type character. They can use him in Age of Apocalypse. They can use him a bunch of different ways, and he was really good for a very long time. He in the 80s and the 90s for like 2 decades. He was really fucking good, and then I don't fucking that.
Then
they
well, I think that's the other thing. They decided to reboot him and reimagine him, and different writers took him in weird directions.
Fucking weird. If you've never read that,
remember when he had that whole like underground world where he had like servants to himself, and
that was the one where she
that's what I'm saying.
That's shit. That's what I was about to say. That was like it was getting weird, but when that one happened, so whenever She Sinister happened, it's over, dude. You need to fucking and you could say they're doing that right now. The whole Pryor thing too, though, like all that shit. That's all based off of that. Like when he had a whole fucking village of Sinisters, but you're trying to figure out who the original one was, and maybe it was that shit was garbage.
Anyway, I think
that's what I'm saying. Kidnapping Baby Hope Summers is kind of cool if they went back with that line. So I think we got some more.
We got to reboot him. We got to revamp him. He needs a restart or redo. He deserves better. Again, because I like the character a lot. He deserves better.
Before we get to the next person, I would like to welcome the Comic Chef as a member, and thank you to AOA for gifting the membership.
How do you see that? I don't even see that shit.
It's on the YouTube.
Oh,
I have the YouTube chat on.
Ooh, look at you, double duties. All right, and this is actually kind of he gets the bell too because this comment. If you know, you know. If you don't, start reading more old school X-Men because this is kind of funny. Where is it?
Ring the bell!
Kill dirty sewer mutants. All right. Next up. Oh shit! Now I have to go all the way back up to the list. That's the problem with ringing the bell. All right. Did he get rid of Sinister? Who is this? I can't see what he say. Oh, all right. Speaking of Sinister, and Gambit, there was a part where Gambit, and this is kind of controversial at the beginning because some people were saying Gambit sucked and Gambit was underdeveloped. And at one point, you had this group. It was kind of like a Bishop, that apocalyptic stuff. And there was somebody called the Witness. And the Witness, for a long time, we didn't know who it was. They were supposed to be the person that was around to see the betrayal of the mutants. There's great storylines.
Huh? The X-Trader storyline?
Yeah, the X-Trader storyline stuff. It was really good. And then it kind of fizzled. Like it just fizzled and kind of died out. And then you couldn't tell if the Witness was the traitor and they just wanted to end it, or if he wasn't, if Professor X really was, or what. There's always left with gray storylines in the air. And they really had, in the 90s, pushed Bishop as like, the future time cop, that type of thing. His sister was still like back doing a lot of good work. It was really cool. I think we liked this character from also the animated series. Had some really good potential. But the Bishop nowadays, we saw him in the Cable thing where he was fighting Cable to kill Hope. and was like, "Oh, this is really cool." How did that? Anybody remember how that storyline ended? I mean, it just kind of like pittered out, and Hope then had her own comic book.
It's all right. You can say it. The phrase is petered out.
Whatever, petered out.
I don't take offense.
No, it was to turn them all in. It was actually kind of cool, man. I thought it was really good, but then all of a sudden after that, it just kind of sucked out and really kind of blew. Like both of them, the Witness storyline kind of blew, which was part of the Bishop storyline.
Because they never finished the goddamn
thing. Yeah, they didn't finish it. They never finished it.
You built some shit up, and then you never answered.
Yeah, never finished it. They never really finished it. And then they did the thing with Hope, where it was like, yeah, they kind of made it that he thought that she was going to cause a ripple or whatever. But then, like, Hope had 12 fucking kids, one being a guy with a bunch of eyes, and they were just hanging out the whole time. And, oh, Bishop, we think you're overreacting. But they never took us to show us why Bishop was fucking overreacting. Like,
well, don't remember when Bishop first showed up and he first ran into Jim Lee's X-Men and he's like, "Oh, Jubilee, you're the last X-Man." You remember that shit?
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. So I don't know. I think we could. That's one where I think they've never fully developed.
AOA was doing it. I've given a few of them too.
Oh, nice, good job, thank you. Oh, you get to
get up. It's
like,
nice. Shit, it needs the security code from my card.
Oh, really?
Yes, it needs my debit card security code. Shit, I don't remember what it is. Let me go get it.
All right. So, but this is part of the problem with Bishop. He's one where it's like either shit or get off the pot with him, right? Like, let's go back and put him into the future and have him and Shard and the Witness finish that storyline, finish off all that early Hope shit, or like just stop doing Bishop. Because like he randomly shows up. He showed up in that Heroes Reborn bullshit, which made no fucking sense. You know, which was just kind of a shit on.
Now I'm trying to figure out where you want to put him then.
No, I'm not. I'm torn. I'm torn between.
That's what I was getting. I was like,
I'm really torn. I'm really torn.
You wanted to see him rebooted, but then the other said you just let it go.
Yeah, I think it's at this point. It's like, can we reboot him or can? What's going on, Doug? I don't get this.
I'm just welcoming those people because I don't interrupt you.
All right. So, did you just buy a membership for somebody who's on the channel?
It's random.
It's random.
Oh,
it's just.
But he
random.
was already a member. That's why I'm confused.
I just bought 5, and it randomly selected.
Hartman is already a member.
No, yeah.
I don't know. It did it.
Hartman's got like 5 different accounts.
Oh, I see. Right. Probably a different one.
Well, we asked for people to put in there. I know, probably Archangel's probably one that they could have.
Also, I want to unlock another emoji, so I got to do another emoji. Any suggestions? I'll take them.
All right, put him in Morris. Put him in Grant.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's borderline. I mean, I also don't want to leave it status quo. So
Well, I mean, you got to get away from it eventually. All right. I think these two, I don't think we need to reinvent them. I think we just need to use them more. Yeah. I love everything Long Shot and the Mojo verse. I love, like, it's always just little tidbits. It's never long enough. Wasn't the last time they did something with them in Blue? Wasn't it X-Men Blue when they did the little Mojo thing? Was it X-Men Blue or was it?
Maybe. But that's the other thing. Like, I fell off a little bit even during like the Hickman stuff. So I don't know who they brought back where. I was trying to catch up a little bit.
Ooh, Styx and Liefeld. Yeah, I mean, I think this is one where it goes in the middle, like Keith. But like,
that's fair though for Bishop. Like, if you're sick of him, as you were also saying, that's where you would have to go. Just let it go. They did their thing. It's done.
Yeah.
It was done at the time. It was fine. It was weird future, but okay, let it go.
AOA. I think with this one, it's more of a Chris situation where it's like they do a good job whenever they bring the characters around. But they don't bring it like.
Well, they did already at least revamp, I think, Shatterstar bit in the X Factor.
Oh yeah, I know, but I want to see both.
That was good. That was fine. Like, I didn't have any strong ties with the character to be like.
No, but what I'm saying is like bring them both back, put them back in the in the fighting pits in the Mojo verse. Like expand the Mojo verse a little bit more, because every time we find out there's like 50 fucking Mojo guys, like let's see. You know, they led this rebellion. The rebellion was 4 pages. You know what I mean? Like. And then the brother did the rebellion thing. It was spawned off. I think Psylocke spent more fucking. I think we have more backstory of Psylocke and Mojo than we do on fucking Well, not technically with long shot because you got the original 80 stuff, but like
Well,
Shadow Star, we did. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you should you have them together, but if they were separate, I would put long shot in Claremont and Shatterstar in Liefeld.
Mm.
Well,
is that because Rob did? Is that because Rob copied long shot? Yeah. Also, probably why we needed a little bit reimagined is like, but they already did it. They kind of they've taken that character away from Rob, anyways.
They did. He's nothing like what I don't even know what the hell Rob's character was. The motherfucker didn't talk. He had a weird karate padding mask like around his face, and he had a sword with 2 blades. Like, why is that helpful?
How does that hurt anyone?
It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
That seems counterintuitive. Like, anyway.
Why isn't Dazzler on there? Because fucking Dazzler. All right. All right.
Next, I didn't think of Dazzler.
God, we're probably gonna have to split like 50 of these up because everybody's giving great suggestions now to go back and do stuff. But all right,
there's enough X-Men to go back.
Hey, we need fucking this character needs to be brought back. You know how I feel about this. Doing space right is doing this character. Every fucking person that went to the fucking hole came out. Vulcan, probably the most exciting fucking summer, brother, has never made his return. Black Bolt fucking came back. Star-Lord fucking came back. Fucking Mr. Fantastic fucking came back. Fucking Quasar's fucking come back. Every fucking clown and their sister has fucking come back. And where's Vulcan? He's a bad motherfucker. Never made a comeback. I mean, like, just never fucking made a comeback, bro.
And that's why I think we might have needed another category here.
Such as?
Well, it's just like, you don't need to reimagine the character. Like, that's where we get kind of stuck. Like, with the
I think it's like reimagine, like, well, they got to come up with a storyline. Give us a storyline on him. Because right now he's dead. He's the only fucking person in Marvel who died and has never fucking come back. Do you know that?
Are you sure he's not back?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Red 5 says he's back.
When did he come back?
In the Krakoa era.
Oh, the fucking no! I'm talking.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm talking. Fuck the Krakoa era. Fuck that shit. That's not coming back. I'm talking like have him come back, not some fucking the tree pooped you out. No.
Yeah, no, I know.
The tree pooping you out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know they brought a lot of these characters back, but I don't know what they did with them because.
What I'm saying, no, I'm not saying. I'm not saying poop out Vulcan. I'm saying bring back the Vulcan. The Vulcan they brought back is poop Vulcan. We're not doing that. Because they brought back Hickman brought back every second Marvel character ever. Tree Poop's not coming back, bro.
Tree Poop is kind of like, Triple H just signing anybody back to the WWE, but until they start doing something with them, he's just signing people.
I'm talking like Empire, out in fucking space. He breaks it. I'm talking like get the guy out of the hole, not Tree Poop. I'm not talking about Tree Poop. I'm talking everybody else came out that fucking big black hole, right? Get that one. Reach in that hole like a newborn baby. Pop that bitch back out.
Well, you can hear the Tree Poop one. You just need to give him a story. You got to give him something.
They are.
He needs a feud.
He needs something better. Genesis. He's on it now, but yeah, that's once again, Tree Poop doesn't count. Tree Poop still doesn't count.
Balls?
No, I don't like gold balls.
Gold balls, Krakoa. It's like, let's get a random and didn't they need Doug?
Yeah, same thing. They need Doug and who's the guy?
Yeah, like the War of the Realms shit. That's what Mark was looking for.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more of the War of the Realms type of like. Yeah, that. Not we're sitting on the dark side of the fucking
that
humans.
Would be Morrison is what you're fighting.
I'm saying it would be. I'm saying right now, if you think the one that they have right now is good, you could put him into Chris. But I don't want Tree Poop Vulcan. I want like
I told you, like I'm not up on the current. I'm just I'm still
getting. Well, just keep talking about Tree Poop Vulcan here, man. Nobody wants Tree Poop.
No, I think they're just saying that he is back, but that's not giving a vote of confidence on the quality of him being back. It's just stating a fact.
Yeah, agreed.
And that's not what we're actually getting at.
And also, you said like Vulcan is like the best Summers brother, and that's like saying he's the best Baldwin. Like it's like how do you compare him? The other Summer brothers suck.
Well, the best Baldwin is a murderer, apparently.
No.
Yeah, but still, but he's the most like I mean, they all kind of suck, but like he's the best one of the sexiest.
Hey, really? This is like saying like the kid. I don't want to say what this is like saying. It's not like X-Men has been really that great.
No, it was. No, the Krakoa stuff was exciting at first, but then it got old kind of fast.
The Hickman? You mean the Hickman stuff?
And that's why I fell off because it was exciting at first. Oh, it's different because there was.
It's not true.
When they were, hey, let's just do different. Well, to be fair, the best they had was, let's do red, gold, blue. Let's just do different colored X-Men. What are the books about? I don't know. We're just gonna randomly assign different.
They had a Mojo arc in there that was pretty good, and Red, I think it was. Actually, it was pretty good at that time. Was the Cable book that they had out? But like, I mean, no. Look, this is arguing over like, what smells fucking worse, fish in the microwave or broccoli? Like both suck, bro. Like. It's not. Yeah, obviously you don't.
I'll admit the House of X Powers X stuff was, like I said, it was exciting at first, but
that's the
it ran out of steam very quickly. And the stuff that I like best that rolled out of like Marauders and things like that, like I just couldn't keep up.
Marauders is still okay.
That's what I hear. And again, I keep getting them. I get all the books.
But I mean, I think Gladiators isn't Gladiator back in Marauder or some shit.
Ring the bell.
Not ringing the bell.
Move this man.
The problem with it is like they're bringing people back, but it's just to bring people fucking back. Yeah, we're gonna do No More Muties Part 2. That's what this is all setting up with.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
we're getting another House of M.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. But broccoli, dude, don't tell me when somebody's warming up fucking broccoli in the fucking microwave.
Well, let's leave the fish and the broccoli. I don't even remember who the hell we're talking. With Vulcan, I put him in Morrison.
We put in Morrison, but the people I think the people put it in. They didn't say, but they're like, he's back. So and then they're saying that it's great. It's not fucking great. He's sitting on Mars, which is pretty much they have him doing the same fucking thing that they had fucking Black Bolt doing. But then they're saying he wants his fucking empire back. Sure. What the fuck ever. It's not fucking good.
I was going, I was jumping universes and publishers.
Red 5, can you tell? The Red 5 says this is the greatest X-Men books he's ever read. Literally saying it's the greatest X-Men books he's ever read.
Well, I think that's the side conversation that spun out of what we were talking about. I don't know. He's saying Vulcan is the best.
Right. We literally last week just reviewed. We brought it out there, showed you we reviewed books. We read it. Was this last week or 2 weeks ago? This is why this list is occurring. Because we were so pissed off at what's happening in fucking the Sins of Sinister. Like, just so fucking embarrassingly bad. Like, it's bad. As much as people were, like, loving the Hickman stuff when it started off, like, it has fallen. I can't, Ryan, I would dare you to tell me that the quality of X-Men, and let's get out of the, fucking.
Hey, if that's all, if that's what we need to get, I'm with you. This part, I'm with you. Let's get back to basics.
Yeah, okay, but fucking just stop. We could just stop. They've done it before. We don't need all this horseshit.
I want to see my X-Men playing some fucking baseball or softball or whatever. I want to get back to those days.
The Hickman stuff, we're not talking, but it's past Hickman already, guys. It's already past.
He's already gone.
Yeah. Well, how dare you say that? But I'll put it there.
Again, it's not specifically Grant fixing them. It's just more of the idea. That's why I told you it was going to confuse people when we did this.
Okay, see, I think the Hickman stuff's fine. The current stuff is horseshit. Like, they've played that fucking island shit out. They've played out the fucking council too much. They played out fucking gold balls too much.
So I want X-Men villains to win. Red 5. I like the villains way better than the X-Men. That's just my personal take.
And that's
we're getting
they're talking villains in to like
right. But what I'm trying to explain, all I'm doing is trying to explain to Red 5 that hey,
has the chat lost this? What are we doing here, guys?
Was a book that I was looking forward to. Like, hey, this villain, they're gonna make something out of him. They're gonna do something good. We reviewed Sinister #1, and
Horseshit. It was
it was
garbage.
so bad. The art was
See?
terrible. The story was terrible, and I could not root for this villain who I wanted so much to do well after reading that book.
Yeah.
So
Right. You're
if you read that
literally
book- go ahead. Sorry.
but this is the problem with a lot of the chat right now, guys. I understand what we're saying. We're not discounting Hickman's stuff. We're not even discounting the basis of his stuff. His stuff has been over for a while now. Hickman has not been writing X-Men for a while
We're
now.
not saying we don't like these characters. We're not dissing on these characters. We want them to be better. We want them to have good stories. We want
by the way,
we might not.
Yeah.
Some of them we might not care about.
some of them no, but I'm just like we're trying
comparing it to like some of the worst X-Men runs of all time doesn't make it good. Like, I'm sorry. If you compare Sins of Sisters to some of the worst X-Men runs of all time, yes, we could do that, but it's still terrible, man. All right. All right. So, okay, we got a couple votes. We got a couple votes. Put them on Morris. We did get a couple votes from Morris.
Did we? Okay. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I know where I would already stand. He needs more. He needs more love. But
I do too, because I love him so much.
well, I also agree. I like the space stuff. I want some more.
All right. Let's try to give somebody here that they didn't have. All right, here we go. Stacy X.
You just wanted to bring up the Chuck. Was this the Chuck Austin time?
Yeah, this is where they had a stripper, maybe even a hooker.
Yeah, I think she was a hooker.
She was a hooker. She was a hooker. But I think we're missing that. I think we're missing that era of X-Men where they had strippers and hookers running around. So
this looks like Tim Curry from Rocky Horror.
Oh, dude, you should see her on the cover where she's like, it's fucking, yeah, it's amazing. It is. This is like amazingly bad X-Men.
Yeah, but even if she's there, like, are they doing anything with her? And if they are,
stop.
More?
Oh my god,
I brought everybody back. That's the point. Like, I know Hickman brought
everybody back.
Fucking brought back.
But are we having? Is she running the Bunny Ranch? And that's what I'm asking. Is she running the Bunny? Actually, wasn't that the name of the place? The place was something like the Bunny Ranch.
It was. It was something like that.
It was some shit like that. Like a story based. She had like 3 books about her being pretty much a mutant hooker.
Yeah, this was what, like Uncanny. Like
I'm asking you, do we need the expansion story? Should we bring Stacy X back and have some great writer write out the rest of Stacy?
Yeah,
at the Bunny Ranch.
Do we need the great Stacy X story? Are they doing a fine job? Just keep her as is, or do you not give a shit? And
yeah, we're just calling it awesome and move on. Awesome, done already. Awesome, it's done. Awesome, it's fucking happened.
The X Ranch.
Yeah, they did call it the X Ranch.
X Ranch.
I think we need. Yeah, really? Yeah,
this happened.
Which okay, so there's a good point. They brought it back, but we didn't need. We know they brought them all back, but she's still Liefeld. I think they should Liefeld.
Yeah,
leave it alone.
That's kind of where we're getting at. Now you're getting.
Ryan has. I figured that more people would be doing this. Like, dude, we need more hooker X-Men. Like, I thought that was it. So, like, no, they're Liefeld the shit out of her.
Yeah. I think Red Pie's finally getting what we're saying. Like, this.
Yeah.
With the character, they either deserve a revamp, they're fine as is, or who gives a shit.
Astro wants it. Astro wants hookers. AOA. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't do the cover one where she's got that weird tongue, the lizard tongue that she's doing with the blue face.
Easiest, like, cut piece. Okay. I didn't have to make my own.
Wow. I'm glad we have such a classy audience that we are actually robbing her. Okay, put her in Rob.
All right. Yeah, that's where she belongs. Keep it rolling.
What is this group? So why I guess I'm adding this group was because this was also a group that they did from the Wolverine and X-Men. If you read the Wolverine and X-Men series where it was like the younger group that had Hope and everybody else had, it kind of went off the rails, right? But the Seventh Circle, the Hellfire Club, it was kind of a good. I actually enjoyed. It was a way to incorporate Hope. It was a way to get some of the newer mutants at the time that they did put into there. It was a school. It was a different take on it. Wolverine was in charge of a lot of stuff. And even the bad guys, like it was like Mr. Frankenstein, like they're all spoiled like shithead kids off of like notorious
humans. They're not mutants.
Yeah, no. And like the one girl on the right was like just a psychopath killer. It was kind of really good. I but they fucking dropped the ball on that title.
Little psychotic Violet Beauregard.
Yeah, I think everybody who read it thought it was pretty good for the most part. Like, but then kind of they didn't seem like they had a good plan for it. There was no exit plan. There was no anything else.
Yeah.
And I think if you could reboot that and start it back up, you could bring back some of these. It's like a better way to have it than what they're doing right now, where everybody's a gold ball, everybody's back, everybody's good and bad, everything else. It was nice little side stories. They were interesting-ish characters, and they kind of made X-Men, gave them the non-typical. They gave them the typical stereotype.
I also think that they could work these characters into this current, social media, TikTok kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could work these characters into current times, and they would still work.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, even do the little Hellfire Club, like almost not like I'm not baby X-Menning it, but like
no.
Do how they were originally doing it. I hated them too, Ryan. No, but like I actually.
But they were that was heel heat, right? That's what you want.
It was. Yeah.
Like you were.
Okay. When they brought him back, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the X. That's what I'm saying. Like they kind of started fucking up these characters, right? The original version of these characters, when they did it with X-Men and the Wolverine and the X-Men, was pretty cool because they were like nutbag little kids. Like there's a lot of cool shit they were doing with them. And then right, Ryan May is 100% right.
I was going to say, I know they brought him back.
They fucked these kids up. So, we are not.
So you're saying they need to be your pitch is they need a revamp.
Yeah, they need a revamp. They need to go back to their origins, finish that type of psychopath, the kid psychopath fucking thing off. Maybe have the girl like fucking take Gloop's head and fucking glue it onto her cat. Some shit like that. Like, go a little bit darker with it because they were actually going kind of dark with it for little kiddies. That's what my opinion is. But apparently, people hated the fucking X-Force version of them so much that they want to. I don't know. It looks like it's no. Yeah, they're Liefelding them. Put them in Liefeld.
Liefeld, huh?
All right.
No, Stacey X is not getting the revamp, Ryan.
No, he's saying revamp and have Stacey X join the crew.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be fucking hilarious, right? Hey, no, give it to
Nanny.
him. Hey, somebody give it to him. He got it.
All right, I can get it. It's in here somewhere.
Ring the bell!
You know what's funny, Astro? Last week we did DC. We had less viewers currently on the DC than this fucking weird-ass list we're trying to do this time. So
weird-ass list. Hey, let's really liven the crowd. Do Darwin next. That'll really get them all riled up.
Yeah, I know they were there, but what I'm saying is, like, I think we need to go back to the original version of them and kind of, like, take it back from there.
Yeah, back to basics.
They never catch me stealing anything. Okay, next up. Dude, we need to bring back Mimic, bro.
I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
We don't.
You sure?
I cut out his big feet because I was like, we don't need him.
Why do people like this character? Why do people like this character?
How many times has this same kind of character been done in so many different formats? Like, we don't need it.
Yeah, and I didn't like this version. You can even say, well, he was one of the first. I don't care if he was.
Super Skrull. I mean,
yeah, just
X-Men Super Skrull. I just put him in there because, like, people always talk about it. The book's still pretty expensive for what it is. There we go. I don't even have to fucking talk because he's just going to do what I knew this comment was going to be there. Like, yeah. Okay, well, but Astro isn't by himself in this. I'm actually glad he said this because this is exactly what I thought. Good Lord. Here comes BK. BK, what are you doing? Okay,
BK,
so
you don't even know what's going on, BK.
He can't be in the oh my God, Liefeld here because he has feet. Yes, I got that.
He has great big feet too.
So Mick will be who? Oh, good Lord!
All the more reason. Shoot this shit down now.
I didn't even shit on Neil. I had nothing to say. Look, man. I mean, the guy's dead, so I'm letting him live down there.
May he rest in peace, but he was a jerk.
There you go.
To me personally, so I can say it.
Yeah.
I just don't care about this.
Yeah, so we're agreed. So we're getting rid of him? We are. I know he's got beast feet. Okay, we're getting rid of him. Put him down there. Live fellow him. I think we've seen enough of him. He's done. This is one. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to have to fight this about him coming back too. I actually kind of want. Now, this is where I was thinking about this was like, and I know they have Laura as the fucking, and they got Gabby and they got, but like, wouldn't you like Wolverine's kids kind of like, not bad guys, but all fighting each other to kind of be Wolverine?
You want Gotham Knights?
The Wolverine Mandem?
You want Battle for the
Wolverine family?
Yeah. Well, I want to see. Yeah, I do. I want to see a fucking Wolverine family book.
I thought that's not a half bad idea.
I'm not going to argue with that because I remember him.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I remember him coming out, not of the closet. I remember that too, but I remember him coming out in Origins, and I was like, "Oh, sweet dude, this is kind of cool." And I like Gabby, and I like fucking Laura. I like them all, but like, why was there never like, we had World War Hulk and the Showdown at the Hoedown, and we had all these fucking things. But like,
at the Hoedown.
I don't even. I mean, I'm not even saying they got to be bad guys. I'm just saying like at one point they're like, they all have to. You have to have daddy fucking issues. So like, maybe they're like one super killer, and I don't know how to do it. Maybe they're trying to lead X-Force. I don't know. Maybe they just go on killing sprees and have like some berserker thing that they got to figure out.
An interesting series, but that requires a little bit of a reboot kind of.
Which I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying we need to revamp and reboot it because
I like the character too. I think the character's been underutilized a bit.
So. Right, I think he's super underutilized. I think as soon as they got Laura there and they did the like little fucking movie and everything too, Dakin became just shit on. Like they got like he's almost like a Summers brother at this point. They're like, yeah, okay, whatever. We'll just throw him in every once in a while.
Well, yeah, Wolverine has like as many kids as Nick Cannon. Like, swear to God, there's so many of them everywhere.
Yeah, and so we needs
like I would like to see more of this
world. Why would you have a Wolverine off in Battle World? Like you missed a golden opportunity.
Royal Rumble. Like,
yeah,
put them all in the ring.
Yeah.
Instead of over the top rope, you got to be beheaded.
Right. All right. He finally agrees with us.
Yes.
All right, put it up there. Get it into the Grant section. Get into the revamp, re-storyline. Bring them back and do better. Okay.
Keep it going. We still got a lot of characters to get through.
You might not get through them all. Darwin on his original story run was fucking cool. The fucking dumb shit they did with him in live action was terrible. But then he like absorbed it. Don't give me this he came fucking back horse shit. I'm saying like when they originally were doing them and then they just got fucking absorbed and shit, like I want them to go back and stop that and go back in time and say that like maybe he absorbed to the future and now he's like, because it was really cool how Darwin was like doing like he was evolving, right? But like move him on someplace. They kind of ran out of space with him and then killed him off, and they've never really done him back right.
It's okay.
What, Darwin?
It's okay. You can stop with this.
No, it's not. That's not word. It's not word salad.
I know.
They kind of. I guess like part of it is like
this is what I'm saying.
Who cares?
But dude, Sarth put him in the like leave him the way it is. Just leave him.
Nobody cares. Nice hat.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't think he does. He really need to. I don't care.
Oh, we robbed them.
Part of me doesn't like how he came about this. He was in the team that we didn't ever know about, the Century revamp of the team that Professor X went in to save his original team. That we like that part was just really. So I didn't like him from the get-go.
BK, you're so scared. Why don't you just show up? We didn't record, man. We just hung out, bro. Come next time. A lot of people are putting in Chris. I think we should put in Chris. Just put him in Chris. We got to move along.
I would have robbed him.
Yeah, I don't care. That's the
Oh, you
point.
guys are bums.
I'm indifferent.
Oh, okay. I stop telling me where she. I'm talking about the Hound, Rachel Summers. We need that. Yeah. I mean, more Hound ass Rachel Summers. Like, that's what I want. I want badass Rachel Summers. Maybe a little tortured soul.
They haven't known what to do with her for 30 years.
Yeah.
To be, I mean, does it seem like they just throw her in randomly?
Yeah,
like,
do we want to give her a big push? I don't think so.
Yeah, sure. Like, let's start to give her a big. No, let's not do that anymore.
No, we can do all the stuff we were planning to do with Hope with her. No. We're gonna make.
No. Yeah, that's exactly it. They start to try to do Hope with her, and then they made Hope. I mean, I think there's a ton of potential with her, and it's just completely just like same thing with Wolverine's kid, like, and Vulcan, like tons of untapped potential there that they've just never fulfilled. Yeah. Grant.
I think that's enough.
Grant.
I vote for Grant.
Yeah,
everybody's voting for Grant.
She's better than
I
rest
think
of
that's
the
a good call. She
I
needs
didn't
it. Yeah, but I do want the Hound.
I love Sugar, man.
You do.
I just
you're on an island on this one.
Island.
It's Age of Apocalypse stuff too.
Island.
It's crazy.
Hey, I liked Age of Apocalypse too, but I was not a big Sugar Man fan.
Well, I'm also saying, okay, here's the thing. If they bring back Sugar Man, we actually, now I know they did the revamp of Age of Apocalypse, and it fucking was horseshit.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm like hoping for like 90s age. If you bring back Sugar Man, we get like a 90s Age of Apocalypse back.
Didn't he come over?
He did. He came in with the dark shit too.
Yes. Dark Beast.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, like, instead of doing that shit, like if they would go back and go like, let's look at Sugar Man and Dark Beast back in Age of Apocalypse.
I'm with Red 5 though.
Boo. Fuck you.
I know you like him. I get it. You like him.
I just love Age of Apocalypse. I think
like
they
it too, but
I think they fucking missed out on not fucking redoing that perfectly. And they that
Mojo
stupid
without
one,
a chair.
the stupid one with fucking Wolverine, like gun hand Wolverine later on, where he wasn't doing anything, and he what?
Yeah, Stump Hand Wolvie.
Stump Hand Wolvie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we get, they put him in there. You got to put it in there. He does. I agree. I agree with these two, but he got fucking Liefeld.
Yeah, Tony got you.
Yeah, he got Liefeld. Damn it. But that would be great because it gives us an Age of Apocalypse 2, like a real one, not the fucking bullshit one they did.
Then you needed Apocalypse on this list, which we didn't put him on here.
No, because you can't redo Apocalypse.
No. There's the Age of Sugar Man. Yeah, that shit.
Hey, what's up? How are all the seniors? You put them all to bed or what?
You know, I don't need that right now. Like, listen, yeah, seniors got to bed. I got myself back here. It only took 3 hours later. Like, it worked out. Mark, you got a shave? What's up?
Yeah, you got. Yes, you gotta hit the button, put the speakers on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
your headset's way off. No, you're good, bro.
Let me see what's going on.
Hey, Spiral. I like when she shows up, but she has no definitive.
You put her in there because you wanted it just more mojo.
Yeah, but no. The other problem with it is this character. They start to work on her really good, and we're gonna spin her off and make her stand alone. But then they kind of just dropped the ball on it, and they never developed her character enough to bring her out so she could have had any significance by herself. Because I think she does work outside of the Mojo verse, but well,
that's why I picked a picture from outside of the OG.
I mean, could you imagine her and Psylocke girl on girl war action?
Psylocke would kick her ass.
Dude, but they're both from the when you think about it, right? Both Mojo related, right? Both could it could be a good chick on chick battle scenes going on here.
But is it Olivia Munn though?
Of course it is.
Okay, so we'll make sure.
I will tell you the Marvel Legends figure, the newest one of Spiral, just came out, and it is a fantastic figure. If you're into Spiral, you will love that figure.
No, they put her in Rob. Get rid of you guys.
Her, yeah.
They robbed the shit out of her.
Pretty hard.
We don't even have to go. They fucking robbed the shit out of her.
Leave me alone. Hey, what's up?
Your sound's still off, Corbin.
Corbin, your sound's still off.
Not echoing, but you sound like you're really far away. Yeah.
Okay, let me try to set this up. One moment. I'll be back.
So you got you got Havoc.
Havoc, the second worst summer, brother. I don't know, man. I thought Havoc is cool, the whole thing about him, but when they brought him back in X Factor with Polaris, it sucked. It really sucked.
Well,
It sucked.
They were just trying to because the problem was they were trying to redo like Gene and Scott. Like it's just when they first started.
But that's it. It's always been like he's always been a fake ass Scott who looks
OG with the black outfit. He had the little the Atom thing on his head.
Who looks a lot cooler than Scott, but turns out to be just as shitbaggy as Scott.
Yeah, he wasn't a shitbag. Scott ended up being a shitbag. Havoc, you can argue, yeah, he's bland. He's just kind of generic. Sure.
They're giving it, hey, it's all right. They already put him in Grant. They already granted him up.
Yeah.
Put him in Grant.
Yeah, but he wasn't a shitbag. Like, Scott ended up being a shitbag.
Speaking of X Factor, can we get like can we just do a full mini on Maddox and Miller? Like, just a full mini on it. Like,
I picked the adult Layla so we weren't getting weird.
Yeah. Well, because so like that run by what's his name was one of the most epic runs by Peter. Was one of the most epic runs, but this part he kept doing the Maddox thing where there's different Maddoxes and the pregnation and then the hey I see things portion of it, and it turned out that later on
she came. She was like, yeah, I know things.
Yeah, I drink and I know things. That's where the line came from. I know things, yeah. But like, it was so good, but there were so many gaps that they should. I think if he kept going, there's so many gaps they could have filled in around that they just left open ended. And
yeah.
To be honest with you, some of that run, and it was an epic run. Some of the best parts were those multiple man Miller stuff. It was a little creepy how she was a little kid and then she was in love with him
at the start, but then
that's fucked up. But like then she made sense because she could see that they were like later on, like when she grows up and whatever. So I like it, but I think that's one where they kind of just, I think because he was done with it, they kind of let it be, and Peter after he left, you know what I mean? They haven't done a good job with that. They could bring them back as it. Bring back the X Factor under those two and maybe explain a couple other things. I think it would be good idea. We're still going hard. We're still going hard on Havoc, huh?
Yeah, BK's got a point though. He wasn't bad in Uncanny when they brought the Avengers X-Men. They're kind of melded.
Yeah, I get it.
They gave him a little more personality.
Yeah.
No, but I'm with you. I did really like that.
Well, we're both fans of that we're both fans of Multiple Man and Peter.
X Factor Investigations is like just it's a fucking
good
show right there. Like that.
Yeah,
that's a baseline. You could do a series with these characters, this group they had. Even then, it's
damn man
already built in.
We should just let Havoc up there because the chat's still talking about Havoc forever. But yeah, no, okay. So me and you are going to just bring him back, get a story going on. We'll go to the next person and see where we can go from there. Where are we? This was
really in an order.
Okay, this is Sar's suggestion, which is Sync, which was actually like if you've ever read the Ava Chris stuff, the stuff from Star Wars, like the basis of this guy's power is what they based her character off of, where he could like sync up all the characters and then he kind of can rogue them too.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yeah, but he sometimes can't do what he's supposed to. Like there's the thing where what's his name? Who's the Scottish character that's
Moira McTaggart?
No, the guy that Banshee. Oh. You know, like Banshee the building down and shit.
He's not Scottish. He's Irish.
What the fuck ever? Is he Irish or is he Scottish?
Yeah. Pretty sure he's Irish.
They always says leave him the way he is.
Well, Ryan's saying he's great right now. I know he's on the big squad, right?
Yeah. It was. I just wanted to see Sar's opinion on this. He needs a new costume. That's all they're saying. Leave him the way he is. All right, cool. I'm glad you all like him because that's what I was saying. I actually like him a little bit better this way than he was originally coming out.
When he first showed up, when they did with the whole original Gen X.
Well, he likes the Gen X. He thinks it's awesome there.
He's okay.
He is Irish? I couldn't remember if he's Irish or Scottish. So. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're two different countries. They're next to each other.
Both eat boiled potatoes. Who gives a shit?
That's Claremont then. It's kind of
Yep.
status
There you
quo.
go. Claremont and status quo. All right, good. I don't even know why I put in Eunice. I
didn't know either. Well, you put also it was like Unis. I was like Unis. You don't know the things that came up when I searched UNIS. The costumes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
He's got a sweet first appearance, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Eunice the Untouchable.
Yeah, Eunice the Untouchable. He's got great covers. I don't know if we ever need to bring him back. I don't know. I think it's funny. It's fucking also awesome covers.
He's got Eternals pants. That's what it looks like to me. But
he's another one like Mimic where people keep bringing him up all the time like he's going to do something heinous. We're really going to... He goes, no, we need to... Look at these two are going to fight over this one.
BK, you know what Morrison level means? That means they got to revamp him.
You
want to see Eunice rebooted, revamped, more of Eunice.
Yeah, let's bring him back. I'm with BK.
BK, I know you showed up late, so that's what it is. Like Morrison is like reboot, revamped. We want to see more. They need to.
Does he have a cod piece?
Claremont, status quo, keep them as they are. Liefeld is
he's an old. He goes way back. Sarth, give Sarth the bell for the cod piece comment.
We got the Eternals cod piece. Yeah, where the hell is it? Oh, I gotta find it. There it is.
Ring the bell.
I don't know. I was just figuring maybe somebody from back in the day. It's kind of a funny name. Or we just leave him be. I think he's either Chris or...
the last time we've seen him?
It's been a very long time. We have a better shot of seeing Mimic than we have seen that.
But he needs like a Mysterio and Daredevil type reboot, revamp, like come out of nowhere. And Eunice is the big bad for Dark Hawk.
I don't think that would work.
I'm just randomly throwing shit out there.
All right. Maybe he's the new Fantastic Four enemy. No, leave him in there. Leave him with Chris. We're not doing anything with him. He's fine. You're not bringing him in his cod piece back. You're not bringing him his cod piece back. You're not bringing him his cod piece back. Let's be real.
Well,
all right. I already did them. I'm sorry. I'm behind. I actually got this was suggested to me. Cannonball. I never really gave a fuck about this character.
I like Cannonball at times. I didn't care for him in the movie, like the recent movie, which wasn't bad, but I didn't care for the Stranger Things kids' rendition of him.
Holy shit. Give BK the fucking bell. Give him the bell, boys and girls.
Nice.
Ring the bell.
All of a sudden you think he's going to have a slow night and he comes from...
It comes out swinging.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I will tell
coming
you
for you hard.
Cannonball.
Brock Lesnar thing
I just saw that the other day too. Cannonball. Every time Cannonball's action figure comes out, it warms the pegs. Every version of his action figure warms the pegs. That's what I can tell you about Cannonball.
Okay, I get that, Dub, but people for some reason I don't know, and I guess AOA says he loves the fucking powers, but I don't get him. I think he's fucking the vanilla milk of fucking fake ass milk that's really plant-based shit. And
the power set's kind of cool, like to be invincible, but you're also a little out of control, so you can kind of direct yourself, but it's not, I don't know. I agree. I like the power set for him. It's strong enough, and yet it's limited enough where it can't be overdone.
Well, hey, DK, if you like the original version, that's where we put him into Grant, so we can go all the way back to the original version and bring him back.
Well, no, the original version. Well,
nice. It works well. Yeah, I think. All right. Well, put him in Grant then. Is that what we're doing?
Well, Grant is it's a reboot to reimagine, or it could be going back to basics. It's basically
go back to basics and just going on from there.
Fix where they are now and do better with him.
Because honestly, you're talking about one little arc, and there's a lot more Cannonball than just one little arc.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I don't know why people like that fucking stupid ass character.
I don't know. I like him too.
Oh, Colossus.
Dude, the Katie
I forget who mentioned somebody mentioned Colossus to me, and that's why I put Colossus here, because they brought up a good point. It's like ever since he was the cure to the mutant, remember virus, Like they really haven't done shit with him.
Yeah.
He's just kind of.
I mean, how much can you do with him though?
You do something.
Like I think he's Chris because I mean, what he his sister. His sister's more exciting than him.
Most sisters are.
Well, I mean, bringing him back was okay with the weed and stuff, but
I mean, the Katie Price stuff was fucking stupid.
Well, that's what kind of hurt it. It's like they brought him back, and it's like, dude, she's over you, man.
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah,
that kind of sucks.
Yeah,
we don't got anything for you. Hang back in catering.
God, Jesus, you guys are just rebooting everything. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. Well, he kind of needs it, right?
I think so too. He's just kind of after Claremont, like he's just kind of been there. He died after that, and then they brought him back. And
they brought him back. And
I'm saying, like, I'm kind of at the point of like, stop fucking around with him. Just let him be at this point, and don't.
Here's an idea. Why don't they make him Iron Man?
Give him a suit.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm just saying, you know,
you miss a whole DC show, Corbin. A whole DC show. And then say make Colossus Iron Man. Okay.
I'm on brand,
he needs
y'all.
a refresh.
I'm on brand.
To freshen up.
All right, they're granting him up.
Yeah, everybody wants him
I'm mad at Mr. DC show. Of course, I come back during a Marvel X-Men centric, but you know what? It's on brand.
Well, the thing is, Corbin, you got more viewers now, so at least they're gonna see you.
Wow, Double, really? Is that
I'm not lying. I'm just telling you.
It got really bad last week, and we were doing like good. I felt we were doing good content.
Up the numbers.
No, because I think like from what I hear from other people's shows, it was a lot of like they must have read the like whoever does articles of like overviews of what DC was going to be about, where we actually kind of talk. You know, we like to talk about the characters.
We talk about it. We flush it out.
Yeah. Well, people just love it. Well.
Well, I mean, maybe if you were here, Corbin, you would have helped us boost the numbers.
Listen,
you know, you could have been here to help us.
Wednesday, let me just give you an insight. With no car, Wednesdays, well, Monday through Wednesdays are trouble days for your boy now.
How are you an adult and you don't have a car?
My transmission went out. I had a car up until about last month. You weren't listening.
It done broke.
I do. I understand, but that was a month ago.
I don't have the money like that to just get a new one.
Oh.
And also I have it now, but it's about evaluating the right car.
And then it's a question of, I get it. You don't want to just throw money.
Azure I was looking at, and he was like, "Oh, we could get the interest rates pretty low, maybe." And I'm like, "Maybe."
No, buy something out of pocket, dude. Don't be.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Out of pocket, I got like enough that it looks good for savings, but not enough to go. Okay, here, let me put like $7,000 down for a car. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like that, we're talking like let's put down $4,000.
Nah, dude. All you got to do
I
is
like comic books too much.
Dude, you just got to go in there with a hard number. It's like, no, this is what I'm looking to pay. If you can help me, we can talk. Otherwise, I'm going to.
Dude, look, they've given up on even fucking listening to any DC talk.
Nobody cares. Yeah, nobody cares about
you leave Gladiator. Oh man,
I know y'all don't care about me. It's all good. Gladiator.
Oh, Gladiator. I like Gladiator.
Thanks.
I want more of the
CR. Thanks, BK. Thanks.
I think we did. We did more.
That's true.
I hope your car fixes it.
No, I'm messing with you, Marco. I'm messing.
Oh my God, AOA.
I miss y'all. Moving on.
No, you would have hit a bell if you said Grand Marquis or Lincoln Town Car or some shit like that. You would have got the bell if you did that. All right.
Oh, geez. Anyways, next one. I had to moan a little bit there. So.
All right, keep him in Chris. Keep him in Chris.
Perfect the way he is.
Perfect the way he is. At least bring him.
I agree. We just need more of them.
Yeah, more of them. Yeah.
Alpha Flight will join that soon.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I put these guys in here because I just want more of them.
I do too, but just so we could say Chode more often, I think you need to bring this one back.
Yeah. You don't want to say Hepzibah?
No, I'll fuck that up, but Chode's easy.
What about Raza? Is it Raza?
Raza, yeah. Raza, the space pirate. Yeah.
And you got your favorite Summers, no?
My favorite Summer's Vulcan, but yeah. But
Summers?
They have used them sparingly. And usually when they show up, they're pretty exciting. But then they like disappear all of a sudden because they just don't do anything. But pirates, mutant space pirates.
Yeah, they could be the X-Men's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, they fucked that up. They could do this.
Sorry, that was a good funny one, actually.
Yeah.
You're robbing them? No, we're not robbing them.
No, we're not robbing them. It's just like I said. I don't know where this belongs. They don't need a revamp.
I don't think they need a revamp. I think they need more. I think we need to Chris them with more.
That's fine.
Reinvent? No, they're saying reinvent these guys. You want us to change Chode?
Oh my God, you keep saying that name.
Well, that's his
He's
name.
right there. He's the biggest character there, holding a huge gun. How else could you say it?
Oh God. So
Chode's got an enormous gun. He's got the biggest gun.
Chode's
Chode does.
packing.
Oh
No,
my
he
God.
doesn't have, and he's not the only one, ladies.
I mean,
Have you ever looked up that word, Marco?
look at the length and girth on Chode. I mean, he's
Yep.
just enormous.
Ladies in the chat, I could show you something. Okay, I'm done.
There's no
Can't get
ladies in
enough.
the chat.
Damn it! You never know who's listening. Okay.
So where are we putting this?
Okay, I mean, I could get the. That's a.
To be fair, Corsair probably is the
But the summers are always the weakest parts, excluding Vulcan.
standard, generic, leader.
Put it in, Chris. We turned some of them over to the Chris
He
side.
just
Turn them to
looks like
Chris.
a roided up merman.
Well, I thought it was between revamp,
Who,
like
Chode?
a reboot, revamp,
Yeah.
and standard. Like I'm fine if they want to refresh them, but don't
Yeah.
change them too much.
Yeah. Why the fuck is Maverick on this list?
I told you why. I was looking at the '90s and I was like, well, Belladonna and the Assassin's Guild, or Maverick and Team X, and I was like, well, I know Maverick came back in Wolverine recently, but and he was like up for auction and some bullshit. I'm like, what happened to the dude? Just had a cool mask and was just part of a fucking hit squad.
Wow, Sarath, really? Okay.
What happened to that guy?
It's not what your
Like
mom.
he just needs to be refresh. He needs a reboot.
Absolutely. It is not this. It is this 100%. AOA. Good shit. The whole thing of him was dopey as shit.
What?
He is he looks like a Rob Life. Isn't he a Rob Liefeld character?
Nope.
He sure as shit looks like one.
Jim Lee.
Oh
I think.
shit.
With
That's
Jim
another
Lee
one.
Claremont
Jim Lee
times
should
they did
fucking Jim Lee. One of the worst fucking runs, Jim Lee.
I will be quiet. You.
Hey, how many X-Men 1 covers are there? Enough for me to throw cases of them in the trash can?
Yeah,
Good.
because
What happened to Cobra?
people wanted them.
Nobody wanted them.
You act like stores just decided that they want to throw money away.
He did.
No, they ordered them because they could and did sell them.
No, people thought there was going to be. It was the first like pump and dump. People really thought it was going to be something.
Well, even if you're going to make that argument, theoretically, then X-Force 1 would have been the first.
R.I.P. Goose.
X-Men 1 just did it better.
All right, rob him. You give me Andor. We're robbing him. Rob him.
I think he should have been rebooted, but I don't care.
What the fuck you're going to reboot him as?
I don't know. I'm not a comic book writer.
Now I know they did Gamma. I know they did.
Dude, Gamma was like a decade ago, I think.
Was it?
I don't know. It was a long time. Maybe not a decade, but it was a while ago.
There was a newer Gamma Flight recently.
Yeah, I like Puck. I think they need more Puck. I actually don't mind. What's his name either? The leader.
No, they did do a new. Yeah, they did Gamma Flight in 2021.
I don't know if they need the sister like North Star and. Well, yeah, sure.
Well, they're the ones who saved Wolverine.
Eh.
Vindicator and
No, Vindicator's good. Bring Vindicator back. Sasquatch. Yeah.
oh, you're saying North Star and
North Star and what's her name? Yeah.
what the fuck was their name?
Songbird.
Aurora?
Aurora.
Yes,
yeah.
Aurora.
Yeah, I mean, I could see. I don't think they need to revamp it. I think they can just. I don't even know if we need any more of that, to be honest with you.
I don't think we need any more Alpha Flight.
Yeah, actually, now the more I think about it, I'm kind of robbing it.
I mean, like, it's just some dude with a maple leaf on his chest. I mean, come on.
No, I think this is. I think the Claremont stuff was good. Oh, keep it. They're saying keep it at Claremont. All right, I can live with keep it as Claremont. I can keep it Claremont. That's fine.
I would have said that myself.
All right. How many more, Marco? How many more do you see? Because we might be missing.
We're probably missing. What was this? Oh, Starjammers. Starjammers is gone. How? I've got 2 left.
No,
got-
you only got one left.
Oh yeah,
I deleted some shit. They were all there before.
No bullshit. You say that
I'm
every
the
week,
one
and
who
then you're
put them
like,
there, and I looked at them, and I was looking at the numbers while we were talking
Pete,
to the members.
we got to keep them. It's Pete.
No, this is Pete put this one in here because it's named.
I
Pete.
did put this one in here because I'm a big fan of Captain Britain and the MI-13, and I like Pete Wisdom as well.
I like Captain Britain. I don't.
That's what I was
Pete
saying. I was saying
okay.
it's Pete in the name. We got it. We got to keep it.
Pete's okay. Pete's okay. I think it's Chris.
I think it's with Kitty Pryde too.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Chris though. I mean, I think he's in Chris because they don't need to revamp.
I just want more. Yeah, I don't need it changed. I want characters back. I want more of them. That's all.
Chris it.
That's
what I was saying. Oh, did you see? I added your.
I saw. I think you should. I think we should Chris this. Having a nice story here.
Redo. Like I don't need him to change.
No, not redo. Just Chris. He's fine.
I just want more.
Bring the mic up every once in a while. Grant. Wow.
You want to redo him? I don't think I need to redo him. I just want more. I want him back. Shit, I want a Captain Britain and MI-13 Disney Plus series.
He got in there. He got into Chris. He got into Chris.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Yeah,
I want
it's either Chris.
Plus series.
Yeah, I think people will see him back.
Especially after they introduced Blade and.
Why did you put this
Black
in there?
Knight?
That's not an actual person. The fuck? The fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
All right. X-Men 2099. They need. Listen. They have finished off a fuck. Huh?
Redo them.
Yeah. There's a psychopath chick in here. You get like. I actually thought this was really good. This is post-apocalypse shit for X-Men that was like completely disenfranchised from the whole thing. It took a couple weird ass turns, but there's like one chick in this that was like completely psychopath.
I was just never big 2099. The whole.
I like 2099. I thought it was kind of different.
Didn't care for all that much.
But then, they finished off fucking Spider-Man. You know what I mean? They kind of finished Doom. You kind of left X-Men out there in the fucking rain. You know what I mean? You left what's his name? What's the other guy? Is it Ravage or whatever? You left Ravage and you left Ravage and fucking.
I felt like 2099 was like the Ultimate Universe. Yeah, finish up Ultimate Spider-Man. The rest of it, who gives a shit?
I'm down like that. I'm down like that. I am not down like that. Yeah, I mean you could see it was at the end they were rushing it. I think they need to revamp it. It had a lot of cool potential. The actual people in there the X-Men there had cool powers that were way different. I don't know if we need the foil goodness, but like I still do it.
That was only the first issue. Too.
Yeah, I get you. Ghost Rider and Punisher 2092.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, well, you're in the minority, so let's put it into Grant. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, guys. You made my night. That's all I want to hear. Thank you very much.
One left.
They got to grant the fuck out of Hope. They've fucked this character up so fucking bad. Man, dude, like her shit in the beginning when she was a baby and then going back.
Yeah,
and then
even Messiah.
The fucking Messiah. She's not even the fucking
Cable,
Messiah anymore.
Taking her to the future.
And don't give me this shit about the new version either. Fuck that. Like, they had so much potential for this where we could do this great, like, not multiverse. I don't want to say that, but sure. Whatever they do with DC, with the reboot, like different universe. The same thing that they've done in Marvel too. Like this character could have completely 100% had its different universe spinoff. And it would have been fucking great. And the parts and bits they gave us when they did it.
Hey, she's not really a Summers, though.
Yeah.
They just kind of gave her the name. They don't know.
Yeah, she's not fucking the Summers kid.
They gave her the Summers name, but she fucking Rey Skywalker that shit. Like, she's not a real Summers. So don't put their hang-ups on her.
Hashtag make the Summers great. Well, at least make one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
You like her better with her dad? No.
Yeah, that was
Cable. No, her. Yeah, when they were going through when they were doing the fucking we're traveling through the barren wasteland shit, like that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was fucking Last of Us in the X-Men, so Dub can appreciate it.
So who are her parents?
Some farmers.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah,
think Rey Skywalker. I'm just
kidding. Well, Last Jedi, Rey Skywalker. They were nobodies.
Yeah, there you go. Scavengers.
It was
a mutant baby, and then
she was just the last hope, and Bishop was trying to kill her, and Cable was trying to save her. Bishop said that she'd be the kind of like the end of the story with the witness and all that shit. They fucking cut that shit off and just go, now we got Hope, and now she's like she's the fucking devastation, or like, because you never knew if Gambit was like really, if he was the savior or if he was the end.
He's the X-Trader.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the things you guys said sound good.
Right. But they stopped doing it.
Not as good.
But then all of a sudden they went like this. That's what we're saying, Dub. Then all of a sudden they stopped. And then you're like, what the fuck?
Now she got pooped out of a tree?
Now she's pooped. No, yeah, well, yeah. Now she's a gold ball. And like, yeah. No, they still call her the savior, but like, too many years had gone by. They stopped the storyline where she was like the actual savior and whatever. And like they keep calling her, but it's fucking, it's like eventually telling the joke about our boy hitting up old women is right. It's going to be like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Who does that?
Same thing. You with all your grandma and grandpa checks.
Listen, they come to me. I like a mature woman. All right. At the end of the day, I'm looking for a woman out here. It's hard, but moving on.
Hope Summers is probably the greatest disappointment in X-Men in the last 20 years. That's
a lot.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's a lot of years.
No, I'll be honest with you.
That's a lot of crap you're talking about.
I'll be honest with you. This is why, because it started off.
I see what he's saying, though.
So much. So that Messiah complex shit was fucking amazing. It was so good. Even when you start seeing them fuck around with her and they gave her own series, it was okay.
It was okay. And
the Cable series was good. And then like you kept seeing it, and then they're like, oh no, we can't even just fuck this character up. We're just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop this character and put it on hiatus. Like you're running the marathon, and you're running the marathon, and you're getting to the last 100 yards, and they just go, okay,
hit the wall.
Yeah, they're gonna go, okay, 100 yards. Go ahead and throw let's go and tie her shoes together. Okay, she's still leading. She's still gonna win the race. And then they go, you know what? Fuck that. Go out there and tackle her and lay on top of her. And do that for the next 20 fucking years. That's what they did with it. Like they really she was the savior of X-Men.
No,
this could have.
She came around after this.
Yeah, it was after 198.
She was a chosen one.
Yeah, she was
like
the chosen.
The start of after House of M. Like
I only expect Anakin.
Start bringing it back. They started creating.
It's the first new mutant after the 198. She was like the first new one.
We got iBoy and like someone died. I mean, whatever it was like they kind of did Wolverine and the X-Men was okay with her, but she was so minor. Even in that, it was like irrelevant to a point that they were trying. Like I said, they tried to handicap her, and people still liked her. Like that's how bad it was. They handicapped this character. People still liked it, and then they finally just were like, "Fuck it, we're just not gonna." And it could have saved like those bad years, Red, Blue, Gold. The fucking. Everything up to Hickman, like it could have saved that time period. And then on top of that, after Hickman, it could have had something still going. You could have had Hickman in one area and her still going on, and it would have been great. But now they've got gold balls and everybody fucking lives. And
no stakes, everybody dies. Now we're in an alternate universe where
Vulcan's sitting on fucking Mars. Yay. Yay. Oh, remember that it's such a great run because of Hickman. Hickman ain't been there. When fucking Hickman stopped running? Didn't Hickman stop writing like 10 years ago? 6 years ago? It's been a fucking long time.
Well, all I'm saying is like even as again, Hickman, it was refreshing. It was something new. It was something different. But the more you think about it, I mean, realistically, all he did
the end game.
Take all of the stakes out of what the stories are by you have either everybody gets rebooted and revamped, whatever you want to call it, like they can come back to life because of their gold balls Krakoa situation, or you got McTaggart, she could time hop and know all the differences and redo like in timeline changes. Like it basically negated any stakes until we get Sinister, which is gonna just be wiped away as soon as it's done.
Yeah, which means they're just starting and stopping again because they have no. It doesn't seem like they have any place to go.
But yet they want to give us a film franchise, and they're probably going to want to make it match whatever the fuck they plan to do.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, they brought back Claremont,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
Claremont's coming back to tell Extreme X-Men, or it has.
Yeah.
Has that started yet?
I don't think
Extreme X-Men has started, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, they let that kind of let that die on the vine, and they probably shouldn't have let it die on the vine. Is all I was kind of saying. Trying to figure out when his last X book was out, because I think it doesn't seem like that long ago, but I think it's that long ago.
And Corbin, you don't need to put that in the private chat. You can just tell us.
Yeah, you can say you got that wrong.
I just wanted to let y'all know.
Was it 2019? No, 20.
Quick little joke, you know.
Shit, it might be 2 years since this shit's done. Is it been 2 years since he left?
I think so.
Hickman? Yeah, well,
At least.
Well, was it 2021? Yeah, I want to think it was 2021.
yeah.
It might
it might be more like 18
just
months.
over a year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere
that probably
close
seems,
to
I
that.
feel like we were talking about him early last year.
I mean, because then they rebooted things. We got the Immortal X-Men, and they started
X-Men's
to do
been a
all the
mess
different
for a
teams.
minute, though.
They
Like, let's
gave
be
us second
real.
volumes of things like Excalibur and Marauders. Like they restarted renumbering.
Pete, is this you in the chat?
No, because I'm not that big. I just think Cyclops gets shit on a lot. But
No, you love Cyclops.
I don't love him. I told you he ended up being a bit of a dickbag, but it was
him and Henry Cav. Him and Henry Cav are your two cheat days.
Henry Cavill got a bad beat. We're not going to do this.
What? You missed all that stuff. Let's talk about that.
Listen, I hate that I missed it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey! How about we do this? I could start talking about fansies, or
save that for next week.
Or we could have Corbin's opinion of the DC news with Jim Gunn.
You know what I prefer.
What do you think of the chat? We want to hear Corbin, right? What do you think What do you think about the new angle that they're taking there, Corbin?
Oh, dude,
Do we want to give him some specific questions? Because that's a lot.
No.
I'm about to say, in general,
I want to tear off the Band-Aid, throw him out there, and see what he has to say.
Let's start with one of the questions I have, because you said only I care about this question. What are your thoughts on the fact that Superman is going to be a young cub reporter, but Batman's going to be old enough to have a kid?
I hate that. So, I'm not gonna. I'm trying to keep this composed. I think it's stupid. I think this entire idea of having, hey, get out the fuck the Brave and the Bold, which is traditionally a Batman team-up series, and that basically be the Batman and Robin run from Damian Wayne with...
That's not what they said. No. That's not what they said. That's what a lot of people interpreted. He said it was going to be a team-up book. He did. He said it's going to be a Bat family book with him teaming up with a bunch of other people and them coming into it.
Book. This is
movie. Yeah, no.
Movie. So
movies.
Movies want he can have one team up.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think it's good. I don't think that's what you're taking as.
He said it's a movie. He didn't say.
Right. No. You're saying it's going to be one movie. I don't think it's one movie.
I think it's several Batman, the Brave and the Bold movies.
Yes.
Doesn't make
I think there's going to be several Brave and the Bold movies. This one's going to start off with the Bat family.
That's more ridiculous than the ending of He Got Game. Listen, here's the problem.
He Got Game.
Right, let me tell y'all.
Jesus.
Let me tell y'all right now. I watched that video at my job. I took a break. I said, give me 10. I watched it again. Try to make some sense of this. I don't get it. Only thing I like about what Lord of BK do not start with me right now. There's no fake DC up in here, okay? You don't go through the trials and tribulations of some horrible ones of these and some good ones and call yourself fake.
Hey, DC's hitting home runs right now. Their books are good.
Comics.
It's not action.
They have some very good books, definitely.
Not action 1051.
New year, new DC, hopefully so. But on their movie front, nah. I was already mad from the reboot of Superman. I guess we gotta give it a chance. What else we gonna do, right? Now, I like giving a spotlight to some of the other stories that we haven't seen before.
You down with that Supergirl?
No, not at all. Especially that version of it. Like, what are we doing? It's gonna be more of a jaded super. What the fuck? That doesn't make no sense.
Jaded the Supergirl? No. It's gonna be about her when she's still on the fucking planet and shit.
Yeah, but the way that Gunn described it, the way he described the direction of it, and the book he described, the book was good. I trust the direction. I don't trust anything he's doing, and that's just me right now. I'm very.
What's the other guy's name? Did you read the whole thing and listen to the whole thing with the other guy too?
With who?
Wow, what the hell is that guy?
Peter Safran.
Yeah, Safran.
Yeah, Safran.
No, I only did the one by Gunn. So Safran had another one as well.
No, well, they had it together. They had an interview thing together. And Safran kind of developed. He kind of gave some of the like insight development into some of this stuff. Which I think when you hear him say it, like gun is just generalization and saying like word salad, almost keywords, where you hear Sanford kind of get a little bit like it does seem like there's actually a fucking plan.
Okay. I mean, I like Waller. I mean, you know, if you read the comic series, like the miniseries that she had, like that's cool. I don't know if that needs its own spinoff.
Oh, speaking of this right here,
put that in a movie, right? You know what I mean?
Hey, they used to be garbage, but I hear they got a new owner now.
They do. Who
go green, go white. Sparty on, motherfuckers.
I got this at a comic shop actually for really cheap. That's why it's there. And all these other
you guys will start winning because Spartan took over your guys' team.
Right? LeBron just scored. Talking sports, talking comics. The Brave and the Bold. Again, the way that Gunn said it, and I pulled it up. He said this is the introduction of the DC Batman.
I thought they were trying to trade for Kyrie.
His favorite Robin, Damian Wayne. No. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not. I don't mind Damian Wayne being introduced to the DCU. Like fine, but we start with Dick Grayson. If you're
okay, so when Saffron was talking with Gunn, they said it's going to be a Bat family book, including one of our favorite psychopath sons of Batman, whatever the fuck they said, psychopath, crazy, fucking lunatic.
I agree with what you said, whatever the fuck they said, because that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, okay, Bat family book, are you establishing characters? So you're introducing, you're going to tell us that.
Yeah, they said they're introducing a bunch of characters, pretty much. Yes.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that if it says the introduction of Batman and his favorite Robin, Damian Wayne. That's what he said, right? So
yeah, but he also said that all these stories are going to take place where the universe is already moving. It's in place. So in theory, we could have Dick, Jason, and Tim have already been Robins in this universe. Even though we don't see all their introductions.
You guys, I mean, I think that's where you play a younger.
There already.
See, that's where I think you're being overcritical about the young Superman. That young Superman could be taking place
in the past.
Yes, in the past.
Fine.
Yes.
But that's not exactly what he said.
So
it's not exactly what he did. That's not he didn't necessarily not say that actually.
Well, he did say, well, Batman could be older.
I can't. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. You can't rant on if you don't really understand what the fuck we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like I can't rant about something that could be this, could be that. I don't know. Like. Here's what I do know. I think, you know, getting a little Paradise Lost thing type, that's cool.
That I'm not interested in.
I mean, here's the thing. I gotta be hopeful of him exploring worlds that we haven't explored before. Because him tapping into stuff that we've already seen before, I'm not excited about the plan of that. I'm just not. You know, I'm glad we have the Batman as the Elseworlds. I still am not over the fact that rebooting Superman. I don't understand Green Lantern's ever crossing or True Detective. Just not something I put together. I'm not saying it's a
no. Okay, so here's
yes.
But here's what with that part, once again, this is something that I think Dub brought up, and this is a very good point. Or somebody, maybe it was actually even BK. No, no fucking way. No fucking way.
They just used the Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they're just comparing all that stuff to Warner Brother products.
Oh,
right?
I know.
So it's like Game of Thrones. Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to be.
I wasn't saying that it was going to be a real True Detective. Nah.
Yeah.
I was saying if you give me the tone of True Detective mixed with the property I've read and followed for.
I don't even know if it's the tone. I think
it's like a gritty mystery. A gritty mystery was what they're.
I think it's just shorthand for their cop show.
Oh,
gritty mystery cop show.
I'm sorry. You don't do. If Pete goes and says a movie is like a version of this, I'm going to take him literally with the tone and the feel. If you say, oh, this book is like The Last of Us, not, oh, it's a daughter and a son or whatever in this apocalyptic world. No, I'm taking like elements of, okay, it's gonna have
I mean, Pete Gunn says a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, which is why you want him in charge anyway.
No, I told you guys.
I didn't want him in charge of a universe.
Said that you. Well, hold on, because this channel does talk a lot of DC compared to other places.
No, it does. I used to think I didn't, but y'all do.
A long time ago, we had.
Pete does. I used to think you didn't, Marco, but I know you do now.
Yeah, more than
I mean, we talked about this all long ago.
I mean, my I know where my bread is buttered. DC doesn't get views, bro. It doesn't. So, like, I didn't talk a lot of DC because a lot of DC doesn't get views. But, like, my point is this. I fucking forgot my goddamn point. Fuck
right,
y'all.
Hold on. Like, let's all. I want to hear more about what Corbin. We're missing a golden opportunity here. Point. So I think we need to stop interrupting Corbin. I still want to know what he thinks about. Finish with Themyscira thought. We need to hear about Creature Commandos. We need to hear about Flash. We need to hear about the other properties.
Well,
I want to hear what else. What else do you think about those properties and what's happening with Gunn said?
I mean, I feel like he's doing combining these well-known bigger heroes that we know with these like more obscure ones, which he made his money in Marvel, right? Guardians of the Galaxy type. I don't like it. My general feeling is I don't like any of what he's doing, but I knew I wasn't going to like it when he came in. I knew the changes he made were going to be weird and sweeping. I have to give hope to Creature Commandos. I have to give hope to the Authority because we haven't actually seen that represented in DCU. You know what I mean? And so how he puts that out there, also, these are the little more obscure parts. This is where I'll readily admit.
Hold on, though.
I'm sorry?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I will admit I've read some of Wildstorm. I've read some elements. I can't say I've read all of those stories, so I can't come and be the judge of, oh, this is going to be great, this is going to be not great. He's going in different directions, trying to
Authority
establish
sucks.
this.
Authority is a dumbass idea.
Oh,
It's not, it doesn't suck.
I don't think it's a dumbass idea. I think the Authority.
I mean,
I enjoyed the comic.
No, I think it's because people were younger. I think that you're fucking Jim Lee slapping the. This is Pete. Jim Lee. Oh, you know what I mean?
But also, is like I said, it's like a very dated '90s book. Like you can put it right next to like
right.
I don't know, every Sharp Razor outfit, the Azrael Batman suit. You know, you can put on the wall with that copper age stuff that should have stayed there. But fine, he's bringing it back. Whatever, like I guess,
which I think has potential. I think it has potential.
No,
that one, I think Gunn has potential on that one. I think Gunn has potential on that one. Go ahead.
I said it on our show Wednesday. I said it on the goddamn Hot 10 show, despite who the hell I was annoying when I was saying it. The Authority is a dumbass idea to do in the opening slate of your DC universe. You can't have a Justice League knockoff team before you have a Justice League.
But
it just
apparently
doesn't
you can
fucking
because
sense.
he's not even thinking about the Justice League right now. Like I mean, that's
what I'm saying. So you can't have in a weird anagram version of them that's more edgy.
I feel like he's trying to be different, and that's fine. But like at a certain point, who are you establishing a universe around, right? It's not Superman because Batman would have been around long before that. But it's not Batman because that's coming later, right? And Creature Commandos and the Authority are two separate things, and the Lanterns are doing their own thing over here, and you know. Waller's doing her own thing over here, which could be current, and like it's all over the place. I don't like that.
Now we're talking.
Planetary. That would have been.
There has a point. Idea. That's where you want to start with Wildstorm stuff. You want to start with something different and something weird. Planetary is the way you should have went with that shit. Take it back to the 50s with the whole story. You tell the Elijah. That's where you should have went with it.
I mean, I would have been okay with that. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you all this: DCU's been a mess, right? What was the foundation of their last iteration of the universe? As fucked up as it was, excuse my French, as bad as it was, like
it's all right.
What would you say like the movie was that was like the tentpole for these other movies? Right?
Are you talking about this?
No, I'm talking about the last iteration. So all of the
Superman. Oh yeah, the clusterfuck and everybody's like trying to act like that bullshit 6-hour movie was something.
I don't think there is
saying,
one.
Like, what was the movie that they built?
The Martha movie, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Like I mean,
yeah, Man of Steel. I'm saying all that was just. I mean,
it's kind of all a jumbled mess. He's right. He is right.
So I feel like we're going to be doing this again when these come out. What is the movie that the foundation of this universe is going to be backed off of? When you had Marvel, I'll give the MCU one thing
Creature
they did amazing, right? We can't buld the shit off the Creature Commandos.
Well, is that cartoon or is that's a series animation? So like,
well, that's what I mean. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like the fact that he is really big about having the same actors do that. Like, there'll be at least some correlation between the animated features and the movies. That's great. But again, what is the universe being branched off of? Like, what is the tentpole figure that we're doing this off of? Iron Man started the MCU. They built everything out of that, and then you were able to start with Captain America and everything before that, and you had stuff in the future, but it was all built around this, right? Like, that was the start of that. What is the start of this universe? Why am I invested in all these different disparate worlds that are eventually going to tie in, but not in this phase because we haven't seen that yet? There's no Justice League, like Pete mentioned. There's no Crisis yet. Like, there's no event that is going to pull them all together. We have this Flash trailer that comes out this next week.
Well, that's what's supposed to like. The Flashpoint is a crisis event, okay?
But it's not going to tie into this.
Yes, it is.
The end of what
the end of that phase. Because I know they cut out. They said they cut the Supergirl part. I don't know if you covered it in the news.
Yeah. Well, they also were saying.
They cut
I
out
didn't
some of
cover
the
the
ending.
news, but yeah, I did see that.
They cut out some of the ending that involved Michael Keaton Batman and the Supergirl that's going to be in it. So, like, they're already changing some of that movie. We won't know because we
He
haven't
said they
seen
weren't,
it.
but yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't you don't want to introduce that Supergirl and then, hey, we got a whole new Supergirl coming here.
So, are we saying that this movie, Marco, is the first movie that's going to kick off James Gunn's phase? Because
so Saffron said that, and he's the
I miss
co-CEO.
all Saffron, so you gotta help me with
So
that.
Saffron said that like the event, the Flash event, is going to be the pretty much the end that starts. What's his name being the first new phase. So everything that happens towards the end of Flash in the Flash movie is going to lead. It's like the prelogue to fucking to Superman.
You got to pick one or the other.
Which we're
it's
not
either the prelude or it's the prologue. Don't put the two words together.
Prologue. Prelude.
Prelogue.
Prologue.
Yeah.
Prologue. Anyway,
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, let me ask this real quick. Which was the first movie to come out?
Flash didn't come out first.
Superman.
No. Which is the first of Gunn Saffron slate to come out?
I think it's Superman.
Technically.
I was gonna say
because they're going back and editing it and they're redoing it under their realm. The first movie under their umbrella, the first movie that's going to come out technically. It's going to be Flash.
No,
it's
that's
Superman's the first one in that.
No, that's technically Superman is the first one that they. Superman is the first one that they specifically worked on by themselves, right?
Yeah.
But technically, and Saffron says this, technically, the first movie that they have input on is going to be Flash.
Well, because that's the next movie that's not Shazam, which is done. Because we still have fucking Aquaman 2 that we're getting as well.
Agreed. Agreed. But like under their umbrella, the first movie that they're going to have under their umbrella that they had pretty much input in is going to be Flash.
What about Blue Beetle? Because that comes after Flash as well.
Yeah, but that's not the first. It comes after.
Under their umbrella because they're in charge now.
Well, they said that Blue Beetle's kind of going to be a standalone. They're not.
I know, but it's still under their umbrella. They're just writing that shit off because they don't want to fucking touch it or take ownership of it. They're just using Flash to jumpstart their universe. I get it, but it's still not theirs.
They have taken over this franchise. They have to speak positively of it. They have to include it because they want people to go see the movie. They're going to say good stuff about it, whether or not they like it, don't like it, anything.
But they weren't saying that the lead-in is really. He said Flash leads into Aquaman.
Leads into Shazam, leads into Blue Beetle.
No, he didn't say it leads into all those stuff. He says they all get connected. Matt.
Shazam is like a month out.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Shazam comes before Flash.
Yeah,
Shazam in March.
Absolutely, that doesn't make sense what you're saying, dude.
Shazam would lead into Aquaman. Point is, it's confusing. And that's what I don't like about it. You gave us this plan. We waited for it. Trust me, we had an idea. We have a slate. Well, right now we have a slate of properties that are going to come out. We have a slate of properties and stories that are loosely related that may or may not be tied. See the Brave and the Bold mixing in with another Batman run entirely. Like, there's ideas, right? And if you are hopeful for those ideas or excited for those properties to be seen on the big screen or the animated screen, then great. As for me, I just don't have it. I'm not as angry as I was, I guess, because I'm not as informed in terms of the San Fran comments as well. So I can't speak on that.
He's not Cavill's not Superman angry.
I'm not Cavill's not Superman angry, but I'm not excited for any of this either. I mean, here's the thing, Pete. I'm gonna have a good cooling off period because technically or not technically, we don't really fucking know. I'm not gonna be able to see what's the last slate of DC movies to Gunn slate of DC movies. It's gonna give me at least 2 years to see that, depending on who we're listening to or who said what in which video, right? So I'm gonna get through Shazam.
No, I mean, they said they're all gonna be interconnected, but both people, Gunn and Saffron, has said that the end of Flash is going to lead into their first movie. Like, that's the connection. Yeah, sure, this is all in the same whatever, because they said that you're going to need those characters to prop up the other new characters that are coming in. But the end of Flash is going to lead into their first project of the universe, which is Superman. That's what they said. So,
but in the meantime, they're still giving us Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2.
Yeah, they're still giving that because the shit's done. I mean, the shit's done.
Confusing.
Like it.
I just feel it's confusing. If people don't feel it's confusing, listen. Anyone in the chat who thinks this all makes perfect sense and y'all have it, like,
no, it doesn't make perfect.
No,
sense.
it doesn't make perfect sense.
No. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that people have said that. I'm just saying if you look and you're like, this all makes sense. Congrats. Like, I'm happy for you.
No,
I don't
Yeah,
get it.
you're doing this shit here where you're going, James Gunn said a lot of shit, and a lot of it was like pieced out too when he was saying it. Like, it wasn't the same. Like, he said multiple things different times.
Yeah.
But the one thing that they
and this is I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again. This is what makes me also very concerned with what Gunn has planned. Gunn has stated when we were talking about the MCU 2 part, right? That it's like, this is going to be more interconnected. This is going to be more whatever, like more straightforward. I'm like, dude, the reason and the genius of what the first start of the MCU was that, yes, those movies were connected, but they weren't tied to each other. So if something didn't work, they could fucking pivot on a dime and say, you know what? We can change this if we need to, because they weren't that connected. If you orchestrate something out where it's beat by beat, we have to do this. If that shit don't work, you can't change it because you're stuck in this plan. And if the audience isn't watching it, you're fucked. You out. You have to be more amenable. You have to be more flexible, because regardless of what plan you might have, you can't plan for what audience are going to watch in 3 years, because the market could change.
On a dime.
Other movies could change what people want to watch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you have to be, you got to be able to change. You got to leave yourself out. You can't be so restricted to, this is our plan. It's got to have those options, and that's what the MCU has done. And that's why, for good and bad, because yes, they pivoted, they've tweaked shit, and it's like, well, that didn't really work.
Isn't it funny that Elseworld
the option?
Hey, isn't it funny that the Elseworld stuff seems to be more on fucking track than the fucking
No, because I don't want another joke.
No, I know, but it, like, the Penguin thing's playing right into fucking the second Batman.
I like the Batman, and I like
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's playing into shit. You know what I mean? At least it's like organized.
We
And
know BK. We know they're split. We're happy that they're split. I think it's like saying, listen, I'm gonna invite a girl over. I'm gonna make amazing dinner. It's gonna be great. I've been talking about it for a while. I know I said I was gonna take you out to dinner. You were expecting that for a minute. The restaurant that we thought, was closed, it's open. We were gonna go there. Just kidding. I changed my mind. We're coming to my place. We're gonna have a great dinner. I got some rolls. I'm gonna get myself a chicken. It's gonna be great.
You're gonna watch me play video games and level up?
Yeah, it's like I have this half-baked idea I'm trying to sell you on of all this amazing things here. I got a pie. Right now it's just a can of pumpkin, but trust me, like, we'll make it all work out. We're gonna call it a pumpkin cake though. Watch, just trust me on that. We got that thing.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Are you trying to do Ghostbuster sticks?
No.
Okay, so Sticks brings is a good point. I think this is part of it. Like, when you hear about, like, Superman's going to be our first movie in the universe, they also were going like, and we're trying to get James over here to fucking do it and write it, wink, wink, nod, nod. It's going to be our first, like, so I think, like, you got to take some of the stuff they were saying in the proper context and tone, right? Are we going to have a little bit of rollover from Aquaman? Sure. Are we going to have a little bit of Blue Beetle going to Booster Gold Rockover? Sure, because they said so. But are we, like, when you see the main, like, that's kind of like saying, like, Ant-Man was part of fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Like, was he, though? You know what I mean? Were they, though? You know what I mean? They kind of had their own split off,
You saw the little birdies come back in Endgame. He's like, hey, guys, look. And then he got hit with a fucking missile.
My point being is, like, I do think that Gunn has learned from how it should go. And although I like that there's a co-CEO to try to keep him in check with certain things, which I think is a way to do it.
Probably a smart idea, yeah.
Which is smart. But
check
like
balances.
Yeah, I mean, are we really that worried? Like, obviously we know that they're fucking around with the end of Flash now too, which is going to play into the Superman movie, or Superman bit, whatever the fuck they're doing there. Okay, some of this dumb shit is going to be standalone and side parts, right? Like, do we hope that the what's the fucking stupid Jim Lee book? The idiots,
Authority.
the gay Superman. Okay, do we hope that Authority is better than Eternals? Yes. Yeah, yes, we do. We hope it's better than Eternals. But like, what else? I mean, what do we? Yeah, I know you don't like it, but we're criticizing a cartoon. Like, it's not going to play that much of a big deal. The cartoon's not going to play a huge deal into the grand scheme.
Why make it?
Because they need content. They have to compete.
That's what that's my point. Is there is content to be had? So you just made poor choices.
Did they though? Did they though? I actually don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I think those one-off things are kind of, I think it is.
It's not a one-off. It's part of their universe.
I know it's part of it, but what I'm saying is like not that the one-off characters that they're bringing into the universe. I don't think it's necessarily such a bad thing. Like I don't think it is. Look, what they've been doing in the past can we agree on one thing? Even you, Mr. Wakanda's Gigolo. Can we agree on one thing? What DC has been doing in the past does not fucking work.
It hasn't as of now.
Okay.
But do you have? Okay, let me
hold on. Let me finish this off. Has James Gunn worked for a company that is similar in style, or at least holds in the same ground, and made the shit work? You froze.
Well,
like he worked for Marvel. Did Marvel work? Yes or no?
But how much credit?
I mean, how much did he have control in? Like you're high.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but he did. He had an integral part because he controlled one realm of it, so he saw how it worked, right?
And that's all I'm saying. Just please hear me out for this.
Yes.
Let's say Guardians, the first Guardians was new, it was refreshing, it was different. Is anybody really a fan of Guardians 2? Are there huge Guardians 2 fans out there? Because I gotta tell you, all we've got is Guardians 1, 2, and a fucking holiday special.
Hey, I'm not thinking Superman's going to be
on his Marvel.
No. That's not what I asked you. That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, if you work at McDonald's and you learn how they make fucking Big Macs, do you think you can go home and make a motherfucking Big Mac? Yes or no? Do you have a better shot of making a fucking Big Mac than some dumbass that just ate a Big Mac?
You have just enough of a shot of making you realize just how bad that Big Mac is compared to the one you actually know.
Right. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
But
that's all. I'm trying to give this guy a fucking shot. I'm the guy that was first time said, do not give this guy the fucking wheel. And they gave him the wheel. Do you remember that? Go check the tape. They gave him the wheel. They do have somebody. They have somebody in Saffron supposedly reining him the fuck in. So right now it seems like you have the. Okay, when James Gunn says some dumb shit and Saffron says some shit that makes more sense, it seems like there's at least a little bit of checks and balances going on. Gunn's like, we're giving you fucking the whole world, gold balls, all the old women that Wakanda Gigolo can handle. Like, giving it to you all. All right? And then Saffron comes in and goes, well, maybe we're only going to give him 2 grannies and a 62-year-old, okay? That's it. That's all we're giving them. But it's going to be good. I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So maybe we should be like, oh, yeah. Should they do Wild Sword stuff? Probably not. That's a fucking stupid idea. But once again, if they get it a little bit more organized than the last horse shit they've been doing for the last 40 years, how bad can it fucking be?
It can be pretty bad. It can be pretty ass bad.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, I mean, you're hoping.
It could be really fucking bad.
Hold on, Dub. Hold on. You let Dub go. Please let Dub go. He's been thinking about.
You're hoping that it's going to be good. And with your analogy about the McDonald's, the guy that worked at McDonald's knows how to make a Big Mac. He goes and opens up his own McDowell's, right?
Yeah.
So he's got his own place. But if he's going to open up his McDowell's, he can't be the guy running the McDowell's and making the Big Mac.
Agreed.
And that's the problem that we have right now.
The biggest problem.
He can't be directing movies if he's running the whole show.
Agreed.
And that's where we're going to have huge problems with Gunn.
No, I agree. I agree. But once again, he's not running it by himself.
Understood.
The question is how much does Saffron real of it?
Right.
I think
that's going to be our biggest.
That's going to be what the bigger. It doesn't. Fuck the titles. Fuck which movie comes first. Fuck all that. Can Saffron raise his ass in?
And I agree with you. But I'm also saying just consider the fact that you went to your McDonald's and you got that great Big Mac that first time you went out. And that second time you got your Big Mac, your secret sauce was a little bit off. And you're like, well, it was all right, but it wasn't like that first Big Mac that I had.
Yeah, maybe.
I really hope he comes through with the third Big Mac.
You're right.
Back next time.
Hey, you're right. You're right. But maybe your secret sauce turns into Chick-fil-A sauce. You don't know.
But again, that's a.
If you don't think somebody who worked at fucking if you don't think whoever came up with Chick-fil-A worked at fucking McDonald's and tasted that fucking Big Mac sauce and was like, oh shit, I could just do this a little bit better. You're fucking wrong, because that Chick-fil-A sauce is fucking more sugar and goddamn without pickles.
You can't make it better. You can't make it better. It's
Which one you gonna drink? You gonna drink Big Mac sauce? Or you gonna drink Chick-fil-A sauce?
Fucking things.
I mean, I'm gonna drink Big Mac.
Am I gonna have a Big Mac or am I having a chicken sandwich? It depends what I'm doing.
I don't have either one. I just buy the sauce at the store.
I don't want.
You can't put Big Mac. You can't. They're not interchangeable sauces though.
Because I get a quarter pounder when I go to McDonald's.
Bro,
go to McDonald's.
literally, holy fuck!
I don't want that Big Mac shit on there.
You ask for the McDouble.
That and your wilty
you
lettuce.
ask for extra onions, add mac sauce, and add extra mac sauce. You basically have your McDouble without the lettuce.
I have no clue what you're fucking talking about. I probably shouldn't use a fast food analogy.
I'm hack right now for how to get a McDouble and make it into a Big Mac.
What?
He's constructing his own Big Mac off the menu.
Yeah, exactly.
He's backdooring his own way into a Big Mac.
Exactly. They got their buy one, get them for $1. We get 2 little McDoubles. They sell those sandwiches like $4. It sounds like $1 a change. So what I do, you can swap out the bun. You ask for extra onions. And can I get mac sauce on that? But can I get extra mac sauce? Then you come with the McDouble with your extra onion and mac sauce. Got it for like $3. And it's basically a Big Mac.
How much is a fucking Big Mac? How much can it possibly cost?
It's almost $6 out here, man.
What the fuck?
Buy one, get one for $1 out here. Get you like a 5-piece chicken nugget, a McDouble, and those fucking hot and spicy that are so hot you ain't even really eating them.
Arby boys.
That's not what I be doing. This is my own meals. This is just for me. So if I get a buy one, get them for $1, and the McDoubles out here are $4.85.
The Big Mac.
Then I'm getting 2 for $5.85. Once I add
my
sauce
bun
and
has
everything.
no seeds.
I'm not a monster. I know the game.
I don't know. I don't know clue what you're talking about. I think the last time I ate at McDonald's, a Big Mac was like $1.90.
I can't eat at McDonald's.
The last time I ate at McDonald's, I had that soup, and I think that combined for why I missed most of the show. So it's been a minute.
McDonald's makes you feel like shit. This comes from somebody who eats the Taco Bell all the time.
You should never eat lasagna soup.
Had that horrible body, whatever. I was sick. Remember that?
My question.
Oh, I remember.
I remember.
You remember Double O.
Yeah, we all remember you eating bullshit and throwing up.
That's not what I said, Marco. I just said I made a poor decision.
You hate the bullshit.
McDonald's food hack isn't a poor decision. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yes, McDonald's is a poor decision. Agreed.
So, all that being said, it's about Saffron and how much he's going to be able to keep rein in what James Gunn's craziness and wackiness is going to go out. You know, how far out of the box is he going to go? Because, James Gunn's going to want to, go and be bringing Whoppers to the Big Mac, to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Go back to our fast food analogy. And Saffron's have to rein him in to keep everything in check. And hopefully he can do that. And how much power is he going to have?
Yeah, he's going to.
How will they get along?
Here's the analogy. He's going to start working for BK. He's going to make a Whopper and they go, you know what I need to add on this? Is a McRib. I need to add a McRib. A little bit. Yeah.
You rule.
Oh, man. Whopper.
Yeah, between that and the goddamn Pizza Hut, got me just
goddamn stupid cheapo Whopper.
Exactly.
You got to give it to him. Give him one more.
That big fucking song too gets stuck in my head.
Why are we still on this?
Ring the bell.
Also,
Guys.
real quick, y'all, the soup wasn't from McDonald's; it was from another restaurant.
Oh, hold on, 2 parts. We started this shit early with just for all those members. We started this shit early. Ask AOA and ask Joe. I think they had a great
4
time.
hours ago.
Yeah, so now we've been going over 4 hours.
That was over 4 hours.
Holy shit! We should probably open that room up.
Private chat.
We should probably open up that room 45 minutes early next time because I have to get more work done. But it was a private thing with some of the members.
I figured the 8:30 to 9 seemed like a good window for us to try it out. This is a test run.
Oh, it was. It worked out well.
Work probably then, or just getting out. Yeah, that makes sense. Next time. But anyway,
we can do it a different day. We don't have to.
Yeah,
do
we
it
do a
right
different day.
this show.
Yeah.
We got shows.
Like I said, it was a test run to see how it would work.
That's good.
We cannot do it before Star Wars because there's too much. It's fucking chaotic before.
There's a lot of stuff that prep goes into it. For the record, McDonald's doesn't serve soup. Again, it was another restaurant. They had a lasagna soup. I thought it was a good idea. It wasn't.
Because these guys told you about the lasagna soup. That's why.
Yeah, no. But that hack I told you about the McDoubles, I'm just saying. Stretch your money.
No, you are saying, but no.
Trust me, y'all.
What? I'm saying. It's a good tip.
Thank you. All right, Jeffrey.
I'm not going to do it because I can't even.
I don't even understand what you're saying.
Making your money work. You getting a McDouble. Listen, if a Big Mac's almost.
I don't even know what the fuck a McDouble is.
It's just a double cheeseburger.
It's like a Big Mac. Just take out the center bun. and instead of 2 pieces of cheese is 1 piece of cheese across 2 patties. Ketchup, onion, pickle, boom. That's the McDouble. So all
it's
I'm
just a
saying,
double
It's just saying,
cheeseburger.
build up the cheaper burger to be like a
Basically.
Big Mac without paying Big Mac
thank you,
prices.
Pete. Exactly. It's like dollar bin diving, but for food. Oh, that actually doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah,
Whatever.
this
Once
is
again,
what
why
Dub
you
said
had
it
diarrhea
was.
on this? Once again, why you had diarrhea on this show? Is
It was
because
the
You know what?
leftover. It's the leftover soup.
Pete,
What do we got?
You know what we have to do one day, and I'm
All
just
the
saying this right
lasagna
now. We have to do a
All
tier
the
list
hot.
on dollar menu items. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Might be fun. Okay, might be thrifty.
don't eat red meat. I eat some red meat.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
agree.
I used to eat Spam.
I
as a
actually
kid.
asked this because we have somebody who lives in Hawaii, so I asked them about this because I saw it in the store.
I
the other
used to
day.
eat it as a kid.
Yeah,
I haven't had it in quite a while. I have a can that I'm planning to try it out on my son, but I figured I got time. It's good
I
for, like,
almost bought it because it's on sale just to try it out, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that shit."
Nah, I mean,
I'm
I've
just
done
like,
canned
yo,
chicken.
I've lived this long. I think that's something I can. Yeah, I think I could.
But it's
W,
every day's Friday. with
W, you
Spam.
never eat that before, have you? Spam?
Nope.
No.
Would you try it? Double
Nope.
up on a dare?
What is it? Salt
Even?
and pork and
I don't.
It's shoulder, pork, and whatever, and meat.
And whatever meat substance they have there.
Yeah, it's made of the shoulder.
It's not even that. It's when you open the can, it's got like almost like a Vaseline coating on it. It has a gelatinous. It's not pleasant coming out of the can. Let's just get that right out of the.
A few things are.
Oh shit!
I mean, it's in a can, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
But once you let out that spam, shit.
I remember
Bam!
Spam
Get
and
my
rice.
spam.
I was good.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I get all my red meat. I just get a half a cow that's grass fed.
Of course, I also used to eat like tuna fish
See,
and
some of
rice.
us
And my
don't
wife
have
made a
that kind of
joke
money,
that it's
though,
cat
you
food,
know?
and I was like, "Shit, that is cat food."
Everybody's got that
Eat it.
kind of money. You just spend it on other shit that you shouldn't.
You know, I mean, comics are expensive out here, all right? And I can only get so many copies of Batman the Dark Knight Returns that I have to pick up.
Look at all that fucking junk on that. That's a cow that you got just sitting. You spent probably the
this-
same amount on all the
You
junk.
can't
behind
fucking
you.
undo your sins of
These were given to
sinister
me by
purchase.
friends.
And you're
I
like,
actually didn't
"Shit,
buy any of these but
you
one.
take this back."
I like how
Right, baby.
I like how BK made fun of you for your fucking Marvel wall, and then now it's what the fuck's going on there? What's
What?
behind you? A
Oh, I put
60-year-old that's
LeBron James.
yeah, a guy that never won by himself. Yeah,
All-time scoring record, and by the way, he did. Look at the Lakers, 2020 in the bubble. We're not going to talk. It's too late for sports, Marco. But Anthony Davis was
bro. How that game turn out for
Anthony
them?
Davis, dude, what the fuck was going on there?
I don't want to talk about it, Marco.
How that game turn out for them? How that
Marco,
game where he scored those points? How the game turn out for him?
He still got it though.
Yeah, he still got it.
Hey, he's over there trying to hit on Basquiat and Beyonce.
Hey, listen, if I look like that, I'd be hitting on everything that moved. I mean, actually, I wouldn't say that. That's not right. Yeah.
What did 50 say about Jay-Z? He's trying to look like a gay painter. Basquiat? Yeah.
No, I didn't. What
Oh, you haven't heard that? You gotta go check that. 50,
Hey, can
Hey,
we
you
block
gotta-
the
That's
rest?
an old
Can we
reference.
block
man.
the rest
you gotta hear that 50
Like,
Cent
can we
interview.
get
It's
that off the
hilarious.
chat?
What?
Can we block Sereth? I don't need to see that. I've seen that too many times. That's derogatory, Pete. That offends me.
What is this?
I want him gone. I don't want.
the Double
Ah,
Lakers.
that hurts. Damn. Get rid of
Hey,
it.
I don't know.
No, I'm playing. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah. No. I have my comics still. I put up the wall. It just took a lot of time. I kept knocking it into my chair and stuff kept falling. Listen, I don't have many good comics, so I have to be careful. And so I was like, you know what?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's a good call.
Exactly. But I'll put it back up next time I see y'all. It's mostly Marvel, which is what makes people laugh. But you know, it is what it is. I want to have double O's. No, that looks good. I don't have any. Like all of mine are like sealed, but I don't have any. What is it called?
Shelving?
The graded ones. The
slabs?
the actual plaques. Yeah, I don't have any.
I have
had
way
Batman
too many
Spawn. I think
slabs.
my friend stole it a while ago. I haven't seen it. Huh?
I have
Your
way
friend stole
too
your
many
slabs?
slabs.
Yeah, I only had one slab that I kept for a long time. It was a Frank Miller signed Spawn Batman. Actually, I think what's his name got it for me. Because I wasn't able to make it. I went and got a slab, but it was the SNS crew. Kyle and Matt.
Kyle and Matt.
Years ago. But I got a slab. It was cool. I had it, and then I had a couple friends come that
As Kyle got thrown out with
I
your
haven't
book.
seen it since. It wasn't them, yeah. No, but I think it got stolen.
Your friends stole your. They ain't friends. They're stealing your books, bro.
Nah. So it was just one book, but it was. I don't keep my books live because I read them so much. I like looking at them like that. Like it's cool to have on the wall, but I'm like I just want to kind of open it up. But anyway, yeah, it got stolen, so I gotta get myself a new slab. But those are cool.
Yeah, these are just out for today for the X-Men purposes, and then they're going to be put away.
Okay.
After
that Wolverine.
Hey, by the way, technically, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is still the scoring leader because he scored with way more chicks than LeBron.
No, we don't know that.
We're going by points, not.
We're going by. We also don't know. Do you really think
Not
athletes like that score with the ladies? I'm just saying.
Who, LeBron? No, he's been married since he was like 17.
Kareem didn't score with the ladies like that.
No, Kareem ain't no Wilt. Wilt.
No, exactly. Wilt, I believe.
If it's more than one, if it's more than one, he get. Dude, Kareem was in fucking Airplane, dude. He scored with some ladies.
Well, my name's Roger Murdoch. I'm an airplane pilot.
Maybe the director.
Roger.
I don't like. He doesn't strike me as the ladies type
What?
I don't know, dude. I have a feeling all those dudes that were doing those comedy movies back in the day were getting pretty good tail.
Oh, come on. Kareem was in fucking Game of Death with
Bruce Lee. Right.
Yeah, the big footprint right on that yellow.
Yeah, and you know what? When they were done recording,
big,
one of them
dirty
went off and
footprint.
had some women, and the other went off to his home to meditate or write a Substack.
Dude, plus Kareem's writing novels.
Hey, don't be talking about Lee like that.
Sorry, you know I wasn't, Marco. Anyway, put up my White Knight books. I think I will. Yeah. By the way, next week, the White Knight, Batman, the last issue of the White Knight comes out. Batman.
No. Now looks like we got to review that.
Now I gotta read that piece of shit. Okay.
It's not a piece of shit. That entire run's been amazing. What
I'm gonna ruin your dreams when I tear that book apart.
It's been great. You're not gonna ruin
I'm
I'll be ready.
100% just ripping that.
All right.
Nah, you really can't. Like I will defend that to the that.
You can't read like the last issue. Like you got to read something like that's not. You got to read all the spoiler. Like everything's gonna end.
Why do you think you call him sweet?
I mean,
Yeah.
it comes out next week. What do you mean? I'm gonna read it.
No, you can read it. I mean, for us to review it doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, you have to read the others, but they're available through other.
We go reading the others.
I can review Daredevil.
Sunday we got to read the Jennifer Sith fucking book for the Sunday show, which we were taping on Friday.
Oh, wow. Shit, that's right.
Bro, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we do because it's almost 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, wow.
3.5 hours.
Wow.
On top of the 45 we spent before that.
Stareth, AOA, Ryan, Sticks, DK, Raven, even Lord of BK. Y'all been great.
Yes, it was fun.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, a lot of fun. Except, BK. No, I'm kidding. It's been fun. I'm glad I could catch at least the last hour. Try to get earlier next time.
All right, so if we're wrapping it up, tomorrow is dollar bin digging. Is that correct, Pete?
Oh shit, I got to do that still. But yeah,
tomorrow's dollar bin digging. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Nothing. So just keep that in mind when you see the list tomorrow. I've got nothing right now, but I'll have a fucking show for you.
Friday night we should have Mail Call Madness with the boys, Jedi and Dom.
Yeah, I already got it. I gotta edit it, but yeah, the boys already got a show for you.
Saturday night is SNS with Kyle, and he's I'm not sure what they're doing this week, right? We got Sticks and Darth Lopez on there too, right? Or Mr. Lopez, I'm sorry.
Mr. Lopez, head of HR.
Mr. Lopez. At HR, yeah. You can see them on Saturday night, SNS. Sunday's the Tales from the Dark Side show. All your Star Wars info and news.
It will be recorded on Sunday because
pre-recorded, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Monday night is Chasing Ghosts.
Now Monday, well, shit, I've been double dropping stuff. Monday will be Hidden Gems, Chasing Ghosts on Tuesday. I still got the Gaming Gold, the video game one. I've been working in there. I got another Rundown, which is Marco making fun of me with the shirt. I got another one planned. I got to just film that and get it out to you.
And then, seriously, like all the shorts that are coming out on this channel, it's ridiculous. The amount of content that you guys are getting on this channel is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, every day you are getting drops, you're getting shorts, you're getting a video, you're getting members only question and answer. I mean, you are getting so much stuff. So thank you all.
I got another members only video coming Friday.
We'll do another members chat. We'll do another members chat probably the week after Super Bowl. So we'll do something.
Cool.
Well, you guys remember I mentioned in our chat where are they now? Kind of whatever happened to. I'm just going to do that as members only content. I already got one. I filmed for those guys. So
cool,
nice.
So it'll be a quick little, like 10, 15 minutes. So just a nice little bit. Character, where are they now? Whatever happened to?
Oh, Six says he'll
You
be
can do
live
Maverick.
from Connecticut.
I can do Maverick.
For SNS. So.
Oh,
get us out of here.
All right. With that, guys, again, thanks everybody. We will see you all soon with some content and shit. All right.
Good night, all. Thank you all so much.
Doubles.
Thanks for showing up.